All right, here we are with Powered by the Apocalypse, The Veil, Hope Rides Alone, The White Line Nightmare, Episode 3. I am Devin, the Master of Ceremonies, and to my left we have X playing Y.
Nicole playing Aaron, the Attached.
Kevin playing Whis, the Dying.
Peter Arcerelli, the Apparatus.
Ian playing James, the Catabolist.
Alright, gang. So we have some pre-session stuff to deal with since we're in a new session. Let's start with Nicole. What is your pre-session stuff?
I need to roll, and I got a 7, which means you have a hole.
Which, for listeners, means that you gained a hunger for your object.
No, I always gain a hunger.
Oh, yeah, you always
Beginning
do.
of
I'm
the
just
session.
explaining the pre-session stuff. So you gain a hold for your object, and then you make a roll based on the hunger, and because of what you got, I have a hold on you to make it do stuff.
Yes.
Alright.
To make it either tell me to do something, or to make it object to something I'm doing.
Kevin.
Okay, I have Reach Out now, which is an ability I just got. Where I roll, I got an 8, which means I get to ask either the GM or the Master of Ceremonies a question about an NPC, or I get to ask a PC a question. I chose to ask
Aaron?
That's the one.
I literally said it less than 2 minutes ago.
Right, you did.
So what did you get on your roll?
I got an
Look at your
8.
face.
Which means you ask one question.
One question. Yep.
And I'm just reading it here. For every question they answer, they gain +1 hold, which they can spend to ask something you in return.
You could ask me to do something, yeah.
Oh, I thought they got a question.
No.
Which would have been confusing.
Yeah.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, and if I do what they ask, we both get an XP. Or a piece of XP.
A mark.
A beat. So I'm going to ask for what you crave forgiveness for, and from whom.
I wasn't expecting that question.
It's my favorite one of the 4. It's like I could find out more about
Are you
my
literally
disease.
asking me this in character?
No, I
or
think he just
you,
finds
like,
out.
Okay, because
That
that's
could be.
less awkward, because my character doesn't have to, answer that question.
Well, it doesn't really explain. It's if they answer. I don't think it's forcing you to answer. It's if.
Alright. Well, why don't we pause right now? Okay, so no, this happens in character. So, in the game, just in between whatever's happening in the session, we're just going to do it now. Whis is going to ask Aaron that question. So let's just set the scene. Where are you? You're in maybe the back room of that place?
Yeah, sure.
Just sitting around, smoking, whatever it is you do when you're not judging people.
Definitely do not smoke.
In this one room with clean air. Whis is probably counting out pills he takes. And just taking his daily dose of not die pills.
Aaron is probably... What are we doing? We're going to a different part of the city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
So
prepping
probably
for that.
getting ready for that. My only weapon is my laser eye, so I'm not doing that.
You're not laser eyeing things.
I mean, there's a whole storage of weapons here.
Yeah, but I want to use my laser eye because it feels good to use it. I'm probably sitting there shining a light in my eye with my foot jiggling on the floor on the other side.
This is a really awkward question to just ask someone.
Yeah, it
Jesus
is.
Christ.
It is an awkward question. Captain No Boundaries?
I'm gonna die, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. No matter how awkward it is between me and another person, when I die, they're gonna feel it. So, you have debts, and I have debts.
Also, just to point out, you don't have to ask it exactly like it's written.
Yeah, I'm aware. Or I figured as much, because otherwise it's like, for what do you crave forgiveness, and from whom?
What's her doom?
Fucking lord.
But, sometimes it's a little too late for that. You can't pay that favor back anymore if they're gone. You have anyone like that?
It's kind of a different question than that, though.
Mm.
Well,
it's kind
Fine
of
with it.
Okay. Because my answers are very different to those two questions. Is what I'm saying. That's the thing. 'Cause it's like who is dead that I owed stuff to? It's like that's a different question.
Yeah, it's really hard to word that.
No, I know it's such
have
an
no
awkward.
idea.
People don't walk up to people and ask questions like this.
We're cyberpunk. We do.
Like, why would this even?
Penny
Why
for
would
your
this even
thought.
be an ability? This just seems like something you could do as a natural thing that would give people geary.
It is something you do as a natural thing, and it's an ability you can pick up that lets you, cut to the quick of it.
But it doesn't cut to the quick because you still role play it out and do everything.
Basically,
The whole
you
game's
compel the others to.
But it doesn't compel them because
It's the playbook like, oh, you're introducing these sort of questions into the game.
yeah.
this
But
is-
I could do that without having it as an ability, and you still get experience if you pay off a geary. I'm pretty sure, so it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I think Geary is just Geary. You can leverage
It's
those
just
on
gravy
these
on
people.
top.
Yeah, I have no idea how to word this. So
Like, have you done something that you crave forgiveness for?
that's literally just asking a question, then, and that feels
Yeah.
really. This feels like an awkward ability to have taken. Actually, I don't like how it works roleplay wise. So
Yeah, I
I'm just,
thought-
I'm just gonna skip over it.
All right,
thought
well,
you would
let's.
say-
Okay, now we're back, and Kevin has a different question he's going to ask. So you're sitting down, you're sitting there, you're going to talk to each other, and
So that robot seemed to make you a bit uncomfortable, like that and the other one, the one that you drank from.
Yeah, they're part of the problem, but then this new one isn't. Seems like more like a person than the others. It's kind of freaking me out.
See, I see people lash out a lot, out of hatred or anger, or fear. Are you afraid of them?
How could you not be? They're these soulless machines who run our lives, who tell you what to do and will kill you for no reason.
Well, I guess it's just like if they're soulless, if it's just automatic, then there's no malice behind it. I guess I find that kind of hard to fear. Like, and there's worse things out there. Like, is there anything out there that scares you?
Other than the machines, I mean. I think the worst part is when people start becoming like them. They just,
Everything
Not only-
becomes automatic.
yeah, not only just replacing parts of themselves, because, that's whatever, but they start, like, almost worshipping it. They start feeling grateful. They start just losing everything that makes them them.
It just becomes a matter of life. Yeah, I can get that. That is a scary thought.
It's what it is for most people.
And I guess a big part of it is that we're kind of stuck like this. We're seeing this city where they just shut it off. So you either get in line or yeah.
Coughing's in character.
Yeah.
They, it's the worst part.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, I know I said the silence was beautiful, but it's also terrifying. Because you know what it means.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
perfect. All right. So,
Fucking rolling my intimacy.
yeah, that's a moment.
that counts.
That is definitely a moment of fucking intimacy.
That is.
I don't remember what you do.
7 hit.
Do you add your hunger? Yes. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not a 10.
And what does that mean?
On a 7 to 9, it speaks triggers.
Oh, fuck.
Gives you a quest.
Alright, let me pause so I figure out what that means. And we're back.
Yeah, so because that question was like basically what is your biggest fear, I just like to put in there that even though she didn't directly say it, it would be pretty clear from what she did say. Basically, she's afraid of the machines and of speaking out too much, but she's also, there's basically a same level competing fear of she's just like all the other people who don't do anything and just accept it.
Because she's constantly being pressured by the resistance who are like, if you're not with us, you're with the robots.
Yeah, and like she doesn't do enough. She doesn't really do anything. Basically, she doesn't really go into the system, so she's kind of like a thief and stuff, but that just plays into the system anyways. Your family is who she sells the stuff to. They're part of it. So yeah.
Sure are.
So, because of the moment of basically intimacy between the characters, Nicole triggered the objects it speaks from the roll she did.
Because I got a 9?
Yeah. And then it speaks, gives it a hunger, and then on a roll, it tells you to do something, and you get +1 forward. And you get to mark experience if you do what it wants to do. So while you're talking, the ghost of all of those dead people, that fucking creepy ass, the Grudge Spectre, looks at you.
I'm like looking over my shoulder at, according to Whis, nothing.
Kill the robot.
I'm gonna like look around and be like,
It moves its dead little eyes to like it starts shifting toward the room where 6 is plugged in. Plus you have a hold on it.
Out of character, I was just wanting to see which robot, and I didn't want to have to ask that out loud.
6, alright.
I forgot you were number 8.
Kill.
My
Kill. Kill.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I just,
Listeners, Devin is motioning a stabbing motion.
I'm assuming it's doing that.
Yeah, it's making like it has a knife and it's stabbing its own arm. Kill.
I mean, she's sitting there like, once again, fidgeting, like leg jiggling and stuff. I mean, it's not loaded. You know what? We should, So, I do that in character, by the way. I kind of like whisper, like, fuck off and make a motion at it to, like...
Are you sure everything's...
Yeah, everything's fine, but that fucking robot has a bomb inside of it, and it's going to explode, or fucking probably go on a rampage if we can get it fixed. So...
Wait, are you serious?
I mean, seriously, like, it was about to explode in, like, 2 seconds. If we didn't plug it back into the wall.
I mean, yeah, but it's in the wall, isn't it?
For now.
It said it had, like, 365 days?
A year.
A year, yeah.
Before the entire, how big is that bomb going to be?
I'm not sure. It said all those barrels were also part of it.
That's a pretty big bomb.
Yeah. I mean, if we could find that other battery and install that, that would fix it, right? That's what it mentioned. That's why we're going to these other areas. I mean, also to find this information for your...
The ghost isn't there right now. Like it walked into a wall somewhere.
I mean, sure, but, it's still one of them.
But...
I mean... It kind of isn't.
Yeah, it isn't. What if this is the big... Like, this thing is clearly different, isn't it? This could be this link between, you know... This thing doesn't act like any robot I've ever met. It talked to us.
There's one other robot, you know, that does that.
He's
Could
very
be.
unique.
Like the other one.
This one looks like a normal robot, though, and is talking to us.
He's very unique.
Shit. Wow.
I mean,
If I were going to have an oppressive regime that had robot oppressors, when there got to be a tension point, you know what I would want?
what's that?
An empathetic voice so people think twice before getting rid of my soldiers.
Isn't that what it mentioned Ray is for, though? He talks. He is.
To be fair, we don't know where it came from.
Neither we don't know where Ray came from either, and we trust him.
I
don't
meant
we?
Ray.
Oh. He's, aside from this incident with him being able to speak with all the other robots, he's never done anything untrustworthy.
Do they really need to do anything untrustworthy?
I mean, before we kill them?
You don't kill a light switch when you turn it off.
Yeah. Ray thinks, though. So does that thing. We've seen them act like people.
Spectre walks in through a wall. If you don't kill it, the other thing is going to merge with it and it's going to take over.
What?
What?
Like, she literally looks over like at nothing. It's like, what? Wait, what?
If you don't kill it, the other one's going to merge with it and it's going to become more powerful than you can contain.
How? What?
Kill.
Ray, who
Listen,
are you?
I need to, My name's
Oh, right, yes.
Aaron.
Aaron, who are you talking to? I haven't seen you get like this since, He kind of looks at the door. It's like, since that time you got really sick.
Yeah, and I don't want that to happen again, so let's go check out what the hell Ray's doing. Because apparently we're about to have a bigger problem on our hands.
How do you know that? Like, who are you talking to? Is there someone else in here?
Yes, there is a few other someone else's. A few other... couple thousand of someone else's. She literally is like fidgeting way more than normal. She just gets up and walks out of the room.
All right. So, Peter, you have a pre-session thing you like to do. See, as we're still in there.
Oh, that is like, well, Ray also. I meant Ray. It's going from, maybe they're not all bad to maybe this one's bad actually to, no, let's go full on robo-racist.
Robocist? Roboticist?
Robonica?
That sounds like Robo-Hanukkah.
It's from Futurama.
Anti-circmetic.
No, that makes it worse.
Oh, Devin.
No.
You and your futuristic beliefs. Okay, so yeah, I have my birth question. I rolled, I failed, therefore I asked the GM question. And the question is, what can I do to gain a measure of acceptance in this society?
Aww. It's trying to be human.
That's easy. Set yourself up that you're the man in the tower and they'll worship you like a god, and they'll accept you by extension.
Would that be accepted or that would be deferred?
Yes, that's the definition of accepted. If they put you at the top of the food chain.
You can't be one of them, so you should
Peel off someone's face and put it over your own.
Make a moss beard.
The easiest way to get them to accept you is to set yourself up as some sort of benevolent god sent by the city. Like, you could do that in the next hour.
Fucking
And have a small cult of
Lord.
people following you, loving you, accepting you.
Jeez. Well, I guess that's answered then.
That took a turn.
That was not what I was expecting.
Well, what are you expecting?
Save
Humanity.
I'm gonna keep stammering.
You made me this way, GM. You made me this way.
Feed
I
everyone
learned
ice
it from
cream.
you.
I will mess with time.
Start feeding everyone ice cream. They'll love you.
I love this entire conversation of completely nonsense that all of us understand.
Humans require ice cream.
Everything you love is gone. There is only ice cream. The slow open. All right. So now that we got the pre-game stuff done, what happened last session, gang?
We went to a dead city, found out there's a bunch of cultists in it
That are
who
surviving somehow.
they want to be like upright citizens so that the city will accept them back, but they're totally cuckoo bananas and like to kill and presumably eat people. Also, they are something.
They enforce the laws of the city so the city would, reconnect because they're doing good.
Yes.
They bought into the propaganda.
They are full on that.
And they go out into the desert and die, just in droves.
Like lemmings.
Yeah.
While putting up signs.
Also, we went into an apartment building with a fancy house at the top because an old lady told us to go there.
And he murdered a robot and drank its blood.
She said that because we asked her, "Do you know anything about like where?" And I explained what a vault was to her, and she's like, "If there is anything, it's probably in the big tower
the
there."
Formans would know. The Formans live on the top of the city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Plus, there were some lights up here still, so we went.
Yeah,
up there.
so she's like, if anything important is left, it's there.
And we went there, and there was a prototype robot who looked exactly like the other robots, but it was like alive.
Gun arms.
He said there were still some whites up here. It was like fucking gentrification.
The flight hadn't set in yet.
Fucking lord.
Oh.
So we went upstairs. There was a robot plugged into the wall. We took off all its limbs, got it to turn on. Then it wouldn't turn on because its limbs were off. So we put them back on. We talked to it, and we found out a bunch about history because it knows everything about history.
Did you learn anything new that session?
Yeah, I learned that not necessarily all robots are inherently bad to humanity.
Not all robots. And also that they can talk, and they just don't.
And
Yes.
some of them have water in them.
Dinks.
Yeah, some of them were made with water blood.
Which Wiss knew, and just didn't tell anyone, because that would get a lot of people killed if they were sort of like attacking robots for clean water.
I mean, we have clean water. There's
Yeah,
no need
they
to
just
kill
give
robots
out-
for it.
Yeah.
Clean.
I mean, but if you could kill robots for it.
I mean,
They can talk and they have conversations with each other.
yeah, and then this robot was going to explode, so we plugged it back into the wall, and the end. We are going to go finding a vault. We need a vault.
Oh yeah, there were multiple locations where there might be other laboratories like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And also that Ray and this number 6 are connected as they're part of a line of robots that are being made to look more and more human and act.
Or something. They're
Yeah.
made to be more alive.
Ray is
is
number
number 8.
Hmm.
We find out
Numero
8
ocho.
isn't so great. Devin, what did you do?
Mighty number 8.
What is that from?
Mighty number 9.
Just a terrible
Is
video
7
game
gonna-
series.
Just the worst.
Yeah, 7's gonna cannibalize Ray.
Nice.
7, 8, 9.
Ah, so it's not gonna cannibalize me, it's gonna cannibalize the next one in line.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead too.
Ah.
That
You're
was
supposed to
I'm
have
good now.
3 squared meals a day. Ah! I love that. I fucking
Yeah.
love it.
It's too good.
so. We return to the apartment complex.
Yep.
We just did the little pre-credits thing, which is, I guess, the character stuff. So, Ray, when we were talking about your character, you were having the concept of interfacing with the machine and trying to, like, fuck around with it and stuff and become greater than the sum of the two parts or whatever.
Mind meld and, unlock my true potential here.
All right.
Gain another feeling.
Yeah, pretty much. I have both humanity and now
And
unlock it.
Rage. All right, well, you're hanging out, and I guess that's where we're going to line up with you guys coming into the room to get Yelly.
I mean, we could, or we can let him start first, so I have more reason to be angry.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I thought that's what you were setting up. I thought that's what the ghost was telling me. I thought it was trying to trick me. Or, tell the truth about how it proceeds.
So you're hanging out, 6.
Yep.
With 6. He's sitting down, drumming his fingers on his knee.
So I guess they unlocked that move, so they know, I guess, more about don't have this capability of doing.
Oh,
that?
your HUD just kind of starts blinking all those warning lights on it,
Mm.
and you get an update that you have more space because the defrag system has finished running its defrag. It's been running since you've been turned on.
Cool.
So some of your, like half of your hard drive frees up,
Wow.
and then immediately fills back up, and a bunch of your drivers finished installing.
Cool.
So like you get a little like Terminator wireframe view of you, and it shows that your arms open up into various jacks and tooling units to like take apart machinery.
Mm.
And like there's chip readers and like, you know, SCSI ports and stuff. You're like, oh well, you know exactly what it does inherently. You
Yep.
just know.
Yep.
Like people know how to move their fingers. You're like, oh, I know everything. You know everything about it.
Cool. So I guess I.
There's even like little prompts and commands and like an interface for you that lets you like grab AIs, plug into them, and like copy data over and merge it together and pick the best parts of the software.
Hmm.
You're totally just built for that.
Cool.
You're like Mega Man.
So we got 2 Mega Mans now. Mr. cuts everybody's arms off.
Yep.
That's what Mega Man's known for. Fucking 7. You're 7. The movie 7 with Kevin Spacey, Nicole.
Nobody knows your weird references.
Wow.
That's a mainstream. Oh, you're such shit.
Oh,
No,
with the
but-
7 deadly sins, right?
Yes.
You
What does
sure
that
you
have to
didn't
do
make
with
that up in your
cutting
mind?
limbs off? Only a head was ever cut off.
Kevin.
Spoilers. Spoilers for this like 10-year-old movie.
50-year-old movie.
Jesus Christ, I feel old.
It cuts to Snoke. This is Anakin Skywalker today. Feel old yet? All right.
My name is
You're hanging out in the room.
Yep.
There, so there you go. You're good. You're there.
So, I think my drivers updated. I found something new. Apparently I was built to interface with robots like yourself, I suppose.
Okay.
I think if we connect up together, we might be able to update one another for the newest drivers and see where that goes.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I think I was meant to do this.
I guess it's as good as reason as any. Plus, if you take some of the information I have in me, I won't instantly die when I eventually shut off.
Yeah, I think that'll be good enough.
It's basically living forever.
Yeah. I guess if I merge and some of my part goes to you, then I won't die if I die out there. I'll be here as well.
Oh, you'll probably definitely die. I plugged into a wall. He like picks up a what?
Nothing.
He picks up a screwdriver and just starts and like with like a screw bit in it and just starts drilling into his head, pulling screws out.
Yeah.
Just like opens up the back quarter of his skull where all the stuff is. It's like, all right, let's go.
Okay. I reached out my tendrils towards him.
Yeah, like your arm opens up into like one arm opens up and it's like full of like different ports and SCSI cables and stuff, and then with the other one you take them and plug them in and stuff, and you have like a screen and like a little like square bar boop, 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 lithium battery display thing for
Yeah.
data transfer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're plugging into his brain.
Yeah.
So his mind is basically a mini version of the Veil.
Mhm.
It's a little computer environment that's all like wireframe, and it's all terrible 80s Lawnmower Man style like physical OS, like in Jurassic Park, where there's like physical bricks that are labeled that have connections to them, and you have to kind of like scroll over flying in a really bad CG animated body.
Wireframe.
Yeah, it looks like Lawnmower Man. It looks atrocious. It's just god awful. It's a poorly thought out way to do cyberspace. Yeah, most of his mind is full of images and information about what the place looked like before the city existed. Not like how the government works, just the actual physical land. Like it had grass and animals in it, and little explanations and encyclopedia updates on what an ecosystem is. He seemed to know a lot about ecosystems.
I guess that'll be useful. So yeah, I started merging those things in, grabbing the drivers, grabbing the information.
And there's like huge buildings that are just devoted to his personality, and they are all broken, and like they're like little Lego bits that are reassembling themselves constantly, and like have like wires around them holding them together so it doesn't spill everywhere.
Yeah.
His personality isn't the most stable.
That's understandable.
All right. Well, yeah, you got a little indicator on your arm because you can see both realities at the same time, and that's what you're doing.
Yep.
So you're in my head. Is
Yeah.
everything looking okay in there?
Well, there's definitely a lot of buildings here. Some of them could be repaired a little bit. I'll see if I can patch those up. Can try fitting in some of my parts in there to balance the buildings out a little bit. Gentrify them.
Why are there like 5 Starbucks in my head?
God, why does everything smell like pumpkin spice?
Bitches.
I mean, some of the parts do fit in, but there are still some holes that I don't have the parts for, so I think there might be more that I'm missing here.
It's pretty empty on my end here.
Mm.
Everything looks condensed, smaller, kind of stacked up on one another. It's all kind of... It looks like there's like a thing with an arm sorting in here.
It's interesting. I mean, we chill as the procedure goes on, so
So yeah, you guys can walk in whenever you want.
if you walk in.
Oh, I can't slam the door, so may ignore the door. So.
No.
Okay.
You can like hit your hand on like the door frame.
I mean, you look at the mag hand, so you can grab it and pull it open.
I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'm going to like quickly slam open the door as I'm storming in. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm updating our software.
Stop it.
Kill.
I can't.
Can you just...
Aaron, maybe we should take a step back here.
If you want to be here, you can be here.
I was gonna come in if they started shouting or something.
They're shouting.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably in like another room, like looking over some blueprints and stuff, and like cramming as much things into my pocket as I can, trying to get all this.
Stealing.
Well, it's not stealing. No one owns it. They're dead.
Also,
Presumably.
I'm a
Scavenger.
like scavenger who specifically tries to build things. So a bunch of blueprints on parts.
I didn't
and
say it
things.
was wrong. I just
Yeah,
said
no,
you're taking.
the
I was
judgy
agreeing.
tone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
called
no.
mooching.
When they start screaming, I'll run in.
Fucking looters and mooches.
What's
They're
going on?
surviving.
He's fucking trying to merge with the other robot. Fucking unplug. Now.
That would corrupt both our datas.
I mean...
Judge him with your eye. Kill the one that looks
I'm
least
not
like a
laughing
person.
in character, just so you know. I know that'll make me look really even more crazy.
You just look angry.
Or like Nicolas Cage style laughing in the middle of a tense standoff.
Right?
Aaron, so I'm just saying here,
Kill the one that looks least like a person. It's the least human.
if he's plugged in to this other one, and you do something, or they unplugged early, they're connected to, what, a bomb you said? What if that sets it off?
Fucking Lord, you're just saying that they're holding us hostage. I mean...
I mean, not really.
I've looked over the stuff, and I don't think unplugging him would set off the reaction. It looks like it's only a reaction while it's on, because it's the heat of the drivers, so unplugging it shouldn't cause a reaction.
Kill.
I mean, the drivers are balancing the load between multiple arms. If you mess with the drivers, the balance might be off.
Yeah, but if you completely unplug everything, it should just balance to 0.
No, if you unplug it, then this
This
just balances the
starts.
outside that you need to balance with. Plus, the
What do you
lips
think
also
runs
have
the man? The
balances.
tower's
I'll start
recording.
pulling
It's
out
a
some
robot.
blueprints and trying to, like, my character's just trying to read it and see what would happen. Right in the middle of this tense scene.
See, half of that is in the driver themselves that control how those capacitors work here. And if you don't have the right drivers, then the capacitors won't properly charge, and you'll have more power in the core right here. Therefore, you'll have an unbalance. It will start going up, and we'll have this conversation here about the technical aspect of it.
Yeah.
Kill.
But if you unplugged, it would drain these capacitors to here, and thus this would cool down.
No, see, the cooling is outside. It's also controlled by the software here.
Is,
Yes, but
Is 6. Like fidgeting and shit. Like, is he awake right now?
Oh yeah, he's awake and active and watching you guys with his dead robot eyes and his gun arm.
He's like fidgeting and shit like he was before.
Yeah, a little. He's scanning between you guys as you're talking. Like a hawk. Nothing?
Alright, you guys, I need to... If
Do it now!
this motherfucker explodes, I'm holding you all personally responsible.
You shouldn't explode. I mean, if you turn it
It's a
off,
problem if
I'm
it
leaving.
all my
explodes.
I was
calculations.
literally leaving in the middle of
I'm still talking. All my calculations say if we unplug him, he shouldn't
It's not about it
explode.
exploding if they walk away alive. Don't let him get the information from that robot.
Why? What information does it have?
You'll make him smarter, better. He'll take over. I warned you.
This is just kind of looking because these two are just having a casual conversation.
Killed us.
Oh my god, guys, I'm getting some air. I need to leave. I'm leaving.
Don't go too far.
I like go out the front door.
Damn it. I was hoping you'd try to kill him and then get the thing from the object, and then you could get Kevin to join in and he'd get the thing from you.
I don't think I can force anyone to do anything. How
You
can
can't force him if you start laser eyeing the robot.
Oh no, laser eye the robot. Laser machine high powered gun.
Also, you did a good job of humanizing this robot. It fidgets. It is a library of information about like human stuff.
You care about the
So
information.
yeah.
Sorry, what was Whis doing?
Well, you two are just having a casual conversation after that big outburst, and like just is talking to someone and stormed off alone, and it's like,
I mean, I know no other emotion.
Yeah, he doesn't know other emotions. I know she's
you're a sociopath.
kind of crazy. Whoa!
You're a cannibal.
You might be like, if we kill the robot,
Well-
we get its parts.
At least I'm not auto-cannibalistic.
But you're a fucking enabler.
I mean, I think that's less morally questionable. It's your own body part. How is that morally questionable?
Yes.
This just takes a magnetic door and peels it back into place, and goes back into the other room, so you can finish his pills.
Fair enough.
Happy Time Harry says the pills make the phone calls go away.
They make something go away.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Alright, I guess we'll... Okay, so, Aaron is leaving the building. What do you mean, Whis?
He's probably gonna follow her actually from a distance, give her her space, but also not let her wander off alone, talking to herself in a abandoned part of the city.
Are you leaving the building?
Yeah,
The building is complicated to leave.
I can just climb down the elevator shaft. I have million arms.
Yeah.
Whis reaches the
Oh!
elevator shaft, and he's like, "Oh,
Wait, are there stairs?
No.
No.
Ooh. Well, we did pull the elevator up and then clamped it.
Two different elevators.
okay. Oh, I know what Whis is gonna do because she reaches the bottom. You reach the bottom.
Oh, you can do.
He's like, oh god." He goes to one of the open doors, opens it, and enters.
So what's happening for the listeners?
He enters a door, closes it behind him, and when he exits through the... and then another door opens down on the bottom floor, and he just walks out. Like he just smoothly went through one doorway into another.
Awesome. And what power is that?
That is called... that's my gift, actually. So it also activates my move, Trigger.
I need to pause. So we're back. So using your gift to go wherever you want to go, it triggers your trigger. That's what it's called, the move trigger. So your symptom of you being replaced by a natural biohorror thing, Cronenberg style, kicks in, and I choose things that happen. And I'm not going to choose a harm because that's like the most boringest thing in the world. Instead, your symptoms manifest itself, pass out, you lose control over. Okay, I'm going to pick you lose control over and you lose track of, and we'll talk about that as it moves along. But yeah, you're there on the ground floor. We're with Aaron is.
You really shouldn't wander off on your own.
How the fuck did you...
Huh?
You lose control of your filter, by the way, like the filter you normally have. And you lose track of your moral compass.
Okay.
Like your beliefs, like things you believe in. You're just like, it's
Filter?
fuzzy.
What?
Like you know, where you wouldn't say something because it's mean
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
Let's run it like that. Let's put you on
Verbal
full
filter.
ed.
Let's put you on full Kevin.
Ain't gonna-
Mary Jane and I are gonna have a hell of a time tonight. Kevin, not his character Kevin, gets on a fucking Green Goblin glider.
Yeah, Whis, like looks up his visor and just kind of rubs his eyes. Walked. I walked.
You can't even climb up like 5 steps without getting winded. How the hell did you get down here before I did?
Well, the question is, why did you just run off on your own? We're in an abandoned city. There's probably cannibals around.
Yeah, I can take care of myself. It's not an issue.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, I'm sticking with you. Like you're talking to yourself. What the?
I'm not talking to myself.
Who are you talking to then?
Them?
Them. You know, if anyone spotted you doing that, like back home, they would. Oh man, they could just tell anyone, and it would go poorly.
If you were anyone else, I'd ask you if that was a threat. I'm assuming it's not.
No, of course not. He keeps rubbing his eyes just under his visor. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Nobody would ever use that against you. Not that I'm saying I would.
Like looking back over at it, seeing what it...
Go to the basement.
The basement.
Go to the basement.
Alright, we're going to the basement.
Okay. Whatever the voices in your head say.
You have no idea.
Man, you guys are shitty to each other.
Yeah, this is super out of character for Wiz too. Just
Oh yeah.
Right?
Alright, yeah, there's a way to get to the basement. There's like a service hatch, basically. It's all like, you know, everything's kind of covered in that vague, smoggish, clinging material. The basement itself was sealed up. It looks like a parkade underground. So there's pillars everywhere and like those kind of support cross beams and whatnot. And the ground underneath is like crushed up asphalt. And there are like shovels and like digging equipment all around.
Huh. Are there like tunnels down there? Or?
No, not tunnels, but it looks like the earth has been moved around and like dug up and reburied.
Cool. Well,
mass
what's down there?
graveyard. Mass graveyard.
Maybe.
You see hints of red and blue sticking out among some of the gravel all around.
Huh. Let's see. I'm gonna pick up a shovel.
Start digging through.
Yeah.
All right. After you dig for a bit, there's masses of wires under here connected to bricks.
Is this C4? Is this C4?
Little.
I see way more than that.
Hmm?
I see way more than that.
Okay. Yeah, see? Told you we should go to the basement. Told you there was a giant bomb.
Oh man, if it exploded, it would just bring everything down.
Like, even a little bit of this. It's like huge, right?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
probably know more about that. I don't know. It's giant explosion time. We need to unhook this shit.
No. The opposite.
Plug more in.
Well, I mean, we could. Could just explode everything.
What, with them up above? You're a murderous bitch, man.
In character, called you that.
Yeah. You know, James is still up there. It's not just robots.
I mean, he is like half robot.
I mean, he is like half robot.
I'm
Two people talking on this.
Wow.
But he is a person.
Is he?
I mean, for now.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be a person.
Literally, she looks over and she's just like, yes.
I mean, what was that you were worrying about? People slowly becoming more like robots. What's he doing?
It's more mentally than physically. He's definitely an emotional
If you
person.
can't survive without the breathing machine when they turn off the switch, what good are you? You're already dead.
But that's your entire...
James won't survive in a world without the machines. He's already dead.
I mean, we could just explode everything.
Whis picks up one of those bricks and just hucks it in the direction you're talking at.
C4 doesn't explode when you throw it.
No!
Okay,
It's completely inert.
wait, that's not how C4 works, right?
Cook on
Whis
it.
doesn't know how C4 works. So
Okay.
It's not nitroglycerin.
he just flings it in that direction.
Amped.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna create a fucking water pitcher of it and pour it everywhere.
Don't.
Joel. Even a single
So
drop.
it just like goes through it.
Yeah, it like fizzes like a hologram.
Fizzle, fizzle.
What are you talking to? I'm right here. Look at me. Stop acting like I don't exist. This, whatever you're talking to, is more real than me.
Casualties happen in a war.
Hey.
I'm not saying you're not real.
But you're talking to something that isn't there, and you're treating it like it's more real than me. I'm real. I'm here. I'm still here.
I can't just ignore them.
Why not?
After everything that happened, and everything that's happened in my life, and everything I've done, I can't just ignore them.
Why not? It doesn't define you. It's in the past. It's whatever the hell it is. It could go up as easily as all the C4 in this building. Why let anything drag you down when you're eventually just going to wind up meat, an empty shell on the ground? Picks up something else and just throws it in that direction again. Whatever it is, it's immaterial. It's not there. It doesn't matter.
I don't know how to react to this.
How does the object react to that?
Oh, it's just hanging out. It already knows that you know what a C4 is. It's like that butterfly that he's like, oh, Billy's playing with butterflies now, not fire. And then it cuts to the butterfly, leading to a creek full of barrels of gasoline. And you doubted me, William.
That's almost like,
What the hell?
that more reminds me of the Simpsons, like, oh, nobody suspects a butterfly.
Yes. And
Yes,
you
I
doubted me.
We wouldn't be able to get out of the explosion in time.
It points to one of the walls while you're talking that's over his shoulder, and there's a timer already set up that was never turned on.
Who did this?
Maybe it was an emergency thing in case someone found the robot upstairs.
Oh, yeah, like fail safe.
Keys in the ignition and everything.
That would be so easy.
Just go back upstairs, set the detonator, and when you all leave, it won't be anyone's problem.
That's a, She's looking at you, but it's clear that she's listening to the thing that's over there. Yeah, we should, yeah, it's alright. Let's just go back upstairs.
Okay. It's your show. With your audience.
Carry him upwards.
Do you, Can you get back up?
Oh yeah, probably. Won't matter. Nothing matters.
Surrender to the void.
Oh, Devin.
Everyone dies alone. Just surrender to the void.
Yeah, I can get up on my own. It's all fine.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm
So
gonna,
you-
I'm gonna,
So,
set it.
do your guys...
Yeah, it's a little egg timer, so you can just set it to like whatever, and then turn the key, and then pull the key out, and then eat the key. It's spending its hold.
What exactly does that mean?
It means it's telling you to set the timer and turn the key and pull the key out and eat the key. And then it gets -1 hunger, and then you're a little less hungry as well.
Wouldn't that
Serendipitously.
I ate it.
wouldn't both of them be rolling or doing their their special ones? So
I don't think she's having an intimate moment with Whis. I think she's having something
No,
else.
Captain Brain Cancer's having some brain cancer right now.
Yeah, he's
Pressing
not-
up against the not killer queen parts of his brain.
It's always there, just waiting.
Waiting. Just like Josh with his Eddie the Head characters, the killer queen lobe of the brain is always there, waiting in all of yours. Pushing up against the larynx.
Oh god, I am going for that kind of tone.
Mary Jane and I are gonna have a hell of a
uh,
If I built the Dying, I would build it to be the Green Goblin, and his way to move wherever he wants would be him getting on the glider.
This is the second time I'm blowing you two up. And the treasure you're trying to get. For spite.
well, yeah, we're getting information again.
It's
Just like last time.
And the treasure. You know if tomorrow you won't open up and let someone else in, then the treasures you have inside may never come out. So you guys walk out of the basement full of C4 and you set the timer. It spends its hold.
Yeah,
You get XP.
I'm gonna eat that.
And if you kill that robot, like if this kills it, you get the XP from it as well.
Okay.
Because it wants you to kill the robot. I really wanted you to do it before you did the data transfer, but this is fine.
Yeah. And you
This will undermine Peter's potential to take over the world that he clearly wants.
Yeah. And you didn't ask me to help with this, so we don't get the XP from that.
I don't get dick.
Because he just cooperated with
Well,
me.
it's always
I have
well,
no moral compass.
Stop. You turn the trigger or something. It'll be on your hands.
Okay, I'm dying.
I mean, if we really want to change the fiction up, there could be another one on the opposite side of on the other door, so you have to do it at the same time. You want that to be there? It could be there.
Alright.
Tell him to help you.
Spiders?
Tell him he's adopted.
He's like, yay.
Hey, Whis.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Give me a hand with this.
You sure you want to do this?
Yes,
I guess I can help you. I mean, if you want me to.
I do.
Fair enough.
I mean, they do. Oh, yeah.
Oh, your beliefs.
I don't have them right now.
I know.
They don't exist for
set
this space.
key.
Oh man, it's gonna hurt.
And you guys walk upstairs. So, meanwhile, you guys are upstairs while this is all going down. Do you want to hang out with each other and...
Yeah. So what are you downloading?
We're not playing the driver between ourselves because we have different software, I think. I guess our creator decided that, we'll need all of them to start with, but
So you're absorbing him.
no, we're exchanging the information between each other.
But if you absorb him, then he doesn't need this body, does he? As I say, with a twinkle in my eye.
I mean,
He's not absorbing him, he's learning from him.
we're
Just because I tell you what the ABCs are doesn't mean I no longer know what they are.
He's a machine. If I take a CD and another CD and I download this contents, I don't need the original CD.
so you mean like if we talk with each other and I learned enough from you, then I wouldn't need you anymore?
No, but I can create my own process. Like, my brain has more processing power than your data chip. So I could download you But I don't think you... If you had the storage space, maybe you could download me and then I wouldn't be needed. But I don't think you have enough storage space.
I mean, we have 15 gigabytes right here. How much do you have in your storage?
I don't know how much a human brain has. It's got to be more than 15 gigabytes.
I don't know. Well, we'll both have some copies of the software and the data, so to some extent what you're saying is correct.
Okay. So he doesn't need his full body. Because then we can turn off this bomb and he can be used for...
I mean...
I would just like to point out that Six is awake and sitting
yeah.
right beside you.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Just wanting to point out to make sure you were aware.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not a bomb, it's a reactor. You can't really turn it off without dismantling it out. And from what I learned, those are pretty dangerous.
Well, if we power it down, there are a few of those suits around, and we should be able to dismantle it semi-easy.
I mean, you can't power it on, it doesn't have that function.
If we unplug him,
then he's awake, just he doesn't have the balancing of the other facility. And we saw what that happens, the core overloads.
yes, but if he powers down and then we unplug him,
But you cannot power him down because he doesn't have the function.
you have the function to power down, don't you?
You know, to
No,
standby.
then I'll die.
Yes, but if you're downloaded into
Much
him,
like a human, if I power down, I die. And then if I'm powered back up, whatever comes back online is a different person.
yes, but if you're downloaded into him,
Much like a human?
Much like a human.
but if you're downloaded into him, then you can't die because you're in him.
No, he's full. There's nothing in there for me.
Yes, but if I take out your processor and put it into him, then it's the same.
If I take out your occipital lobe and put it into the softer, rounder one, is it still you?
I don't know. I haven't done those tests yet. I know with machines.
What about the gangly gold leaf one?
Again, I haven't run those tests. It's kind of. Yeah. No.
What if I took your thyroid out and put it into one of those survivors outside?
Then they probably would be able to breathe.
That's
Or
not what a
they-
thyroid does. No wonder he's replaced.
Well, he doesn't know biology.
Oh man!
Well, maybe
I'm
he
not
researched
biology.
thyroid.
I do not consent to. At this juncture, I choose not to consent to your modifications.
You downloaded into him.
Well, not download it. Just show
Quick,
you
explain to me what a thyroid does.
I have no idea.
Go.
I'm not a biologist.
What does a processor look like?
I pull out a processor.
Is that a processor? How do you know that's a processor?
See, that's a southern bridge.
I'm a mechanic, not a biologist.
Yeah, he goes back to staring forward while I read Imager albums. While you two suss this out amongst yourselves.
I'm just saying, if you can download him, then
I mean, he is in those processors. I don't have that storage capacity for all of those processors. There's like 30 of them in his head.
well, if we got more processors, then
I mean, you could make a copy, but that wouldn't necessarily be moving the consciousness over. That's a whole possibly different process. I don't think I've sussed that out yet.
okay. Well, we should try and work on that because parts don't always show up like this. Anyway, I'll just go over to the wall and start grabbing some bullets for my gun and other things. We should start prepping for going out because I don't know where the other two went, but we should make sure they're okay and they haven't left without us. Aaron seemed pretty peeved.
Yeah. Well, I unplug my spare battery from the wall when it's done charging, and I check on my status, my download.
How long do you have?
Hey, Master of Ceremonies. How long is my download time?
Oh, it's just about done.
Yeah, just about.
Okay. I'll start loading up some ammo for my weapon and getting a few supplies and stuff.
Weren't there some other bodies in some other rooms when we were coming here? Maybe you were interested in those parts, right? Because they have parts in them to some, the rich people.
Yeah, I've taken, I have a big bag over my shoulder probably. I'm like, yeah, I have a bunch of parts and stuff.
See, you don't need, 6 parts. You've got plenty.
It's titanium legs, a titanium chest plate. This is pretty impressive stuff.
I suppose.
If I took those legs off and equipped the wheels from the motorcycle down there, I could have, like, vehicular legs. Could you imagine, like, traveling around would be much quicker?
I suppose if where you're going has the road, what will it do if it's rubble? Can those motorcycles go up rubble?
Well, I can just design it so I can actually just walk as well. I'm the greatest cybernetics manufacturer. I can easily design legs to do that.
I mean, if you're so great, maybe you should use the parts you have and see what you can make out of them.
Well, if you start with subpar parts, you're going to get a subpar thing.
I suppose that's right.
That's the argument the Majestic made for why he's not at fault for why the Wanderer is so dumb.
Nice.
It's full circle.
That was his thing. 'Cause it's like, oh, you're the one that taught him everything he knows. It's like, well, I mean, you can only do so much.
You have limits, Majestic.
Anyway, after grabbing a bunch of stuff, I'll go out of the room and I'll be like, hurry up and meet me at the elevator when you're done here.
You're done here.
Oh.
Okay, I start to unplug myself from it.
We'll take the elevator down and I guess open just as they're coming up, maybe.
Sure.
Yep.
You guys all meet up. You're feeling a little bit better now, Whis.
Do I remember what I did?
Yeah, but not in the context of anything's wrong. It's like how I, when I was a kid, thought that the world was black and white, but later on it took a while before I realized, oh, that was probably completely wrong.
So it just seems par for the course, like, oh, I did that.
Yeah, it'll probably take some examination after the fact for you to be like, oh, right.
Okay, so we meet up. Hey guys, we should leave. Now.
Okay.
Why?
We found stuff in the basement, we need to leave.
I mean, we have everything we need here. We might as well just move on.
Was it bodies? In the basement? Was it just a bunch of bodies down there or what?
Just wires and shit. Typical city stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll pull out the map. I guess this one looks like it's the closest. We should go there?
Yeah, let's go
Or
there.
do you want to start farthest away and work our way back? Because the car's parked around.
Let's go the farthest away.
Or the,
Yeah, may as well.
not car.
That
I
makes a
don't know
lot of
that word.
sense, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
furthest away.
You probably would know the name car, but more like train car.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense
So
for
I'm gonna
this.
call it. It's a off-track train.
It's
It's a
quadricycle. It's like a motorcycle, but with four.
yeah, quadricycle. This is where the quadricycle's parked. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Chop chop.
Oh, I wonder how big it'll be. Sorry, out of character, but I wonder how big it'll be because there's that like nice old lady that helped us, but she was kind of far away, right?
She was pretty far away. We walked
Like
a
one
fair
building
distance.
over.
No.
I mean, if it's really high, it might just topple over sideways onto the cinema.
Yeah.
C4 is generally designed to take down a single building. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's how it crumbles.
it could easily be a controlled demolition charge.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
go.
Well, yeah.
All right, you guys leave the area. So you're heading to one of those spots on the map?
Preferably
Yeah.
the furthest away.
All
We'll
right,
work our
I'm
way
just
towards
going to
ourselves.
pause. So the streets are covered in the smog. There's that acrid kind of patina on everything, the rust and the peeling metal and the detritus everywhere, and actual human skulls, Terminator style, that you kind of move through. And as you drive off down the street with like the broken lights and the screens that flicker on and off, there is a rumble and then a loud explosion as the building you left in the distance on every level does that quick flash from demolitions, and the whole thing collapses downward in a controlled explosion. You guys are swept over with the dust.
No. What the hell was that?
Like your vehicle starts careening into the side of the street.
I'll just park it, like, kind of just stop it on the side. I'm like, what the hell? Are you laughing at character? Holy shit!
Wisp pushes open the door, stumbles into the street, and just vomits everywhere.
What the heck?
Oh, you did this?
Oh, that's amazing. That was right?
What? So
It was a robot.
I don't care about the robot. The parts.
And thus we get to another deeper, darker level.
I'm going to spend my one humanity I have, and I unlock my emotion. Mad.
I thought you were gonna spend your humanity to do humanity harm to me.
I'm so upset now. He just takes a felt pen and just like
Father.
swipes.
Father, I have learned compassion. Shall I forget a move to learn it? That's boring. Father, I have learned vengeance. So you learn the emotion mad.
Yeah, so Rayleigh's software is finished updating itself after that merge. It starts to flicker on, and he, feels something he hasn't ever felt in his life. New emotion, and he starts going angry. Angry towards Aaron. So like, you blew it up. Six was in there. He's a sentient person. You killed him. Well,
You actually do that? Jesus Christ.
He's not a person. It's a robot. There's a big difference.
is there a difference?
Yes.
What difference do you think there's between us? I can feel emotion just like you. I feel what you felt up there. I feel this. And he starts getting more and more visibly angry and
My-
molting.
Eyeball is starting to glow a little bit.
Oh, you want to play this game?
Are we murdering each other?
James just kind of
Fingers
moves back
starts to
and
glow.
takes his like
Uh-oh.
huge.
Uh-oh.
James just moves back, takes his big robotic arm, and just kind of uses it as a shield as he's like semi-walking back.
Wisp kind of slams a hand into the door and like leans back in. There's just black all down his front. He's like,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm calling in my favors right now. Right now. We need to stop this now. We forget it for now. Please. My favors for both of you. Please. Not now. Not here.
Yeah, are you okay?
No, I'm not. And this is only going to make it worse. We need to stop this. If we'll die out here, no one will ever find our bodies. No one will ever know we were here.
You know what? You're right. This is what we're doing is more important.
Ray?
What are you doing? You want to enslave us now? What's that guy's name? He also disrespected me. He treated me like an object,
Armitage.
not a person. Now I know how it feels. Couldn't describe this feeling before, but now I understand this. And it feels awful.
Now you know how we feel every day.
So yeah, I'm calling a Geary on both of you, basically, to just not murder each
Can
other
we know
here.
that?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a Geary you both can erase if you go through with it.
If.
Okay, to be fair, what if I accept it, but then he attacks me?
Then
I
it
have
wouldn't
to-
count, I think.
Okay.
Then it wouldn't count because you did not do it.
I think I also accept it, but I want to roll my special for this emotional outburst.
Do it.
Do it. 11. Fuck yeah. 2 questions.
Oh, questions. Oh,
Holy
careful,
shit.
Kevin.
Yeah.
That's the second time you've done it.
Yeah.
You're becoming the Anthony of knocking that over.
I'm not the Anthony of anything.
I don't even know what that You're just saying that Anthony's really good at stuff because he's really good at knocking us over?
When he was hitting that a lot. That was it.
Oh.
That was it. It wasn't even a slight against Anthony. It was just,
I was just like,
one of us is always the guy that's hitting that thing, and now it's Kevin.
Yeah, I just keep stretching out and not noticing it.
So yeah, I'm using my mad emotion for this, which means I get -1 but still passes, which means I finish my peaceful emotional spike.
Yeah, you're done with that.
Yeah.
The era of peace is ended. You have learned vengeance.
So...
There's even a song about it.
So I look at you with my, dead soulless eyes staring deep into your soul. And you say we're not the same, but in what ways are we similar?
What ways are we similar?
Yes.
Well,
what do we have in common?
I mean, I guess you could say you have a childlike ability to learn.
Oh my god.
You could get, if I put more processors in you and more storage, you could almost be human.
I don't have another raise.
I love that you're just as robo-racist as I am, but you're like, in a different way.
Yeah. I don't have another Geary on Ray. I can't stop him from murdering me.
Like,
Not to interrupt the flow of this, but like in windows and like from alleyways, you can see some of the robots are walking out and like just standing there watching. They're just watching the argument, not indicating that they're closing in or anything. But there's like maybe 6 of them just sprinkled around the scene. Their little eyes lighting up.
I mean, Six's comment about my lack of knowledge in biology department was interesting because he's right. I don't know how much storage capacity the brain has. So I guess in a way, if I could duplicate the brain in storage and processing power, then you would be the same as me, and thus we'd be on an equivalent level. But until I know how much storage and processing the brain has, I still think humans are superior in that regard.
Oh man, you would have been backhanded so bad if you had been talking like that to me.
No, you agree that humans are
No, I meant like if I was playing the other character.
No, like, humans, like, robots are superior in the fact that they're stronger and faster and that kind of, and more adaptable to areas. But as far as processing power goes, I still think we have the upper hand. Hence why I'm trying to improve my body and not my mind. Whereas you're trying to improve your mind, not your body.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. Like, he is robo-racist, but not in like in a semi-condescending way, but in more like if you adapt yourself, you can become better. Just like humans need to become better too. You know?
What's up with your face, Kevin?
Chris gets back into the car and kind of closes the door. It's like, and he kind of points out the window at all the robots, like, guys, I
Yeah.
think we're in a bad neighborhood.
I'm gonna get back in the car
Did you
too.
have a second question?
Yes.
Oh.
And now
We're not done here.
Ray looks at Aaron like,
Oh, it's you, Nicole.
you dismiss us, but what about humanity? What do you think they serve? What's their purpose? What's your purpose here? What's the purpose of humanity? Well, what purpose does humanity serve?
Humanity doesn't need a purpose. Because we're a natural state of the world. Only things that are built to serve need purposes. Humanity doesn't have one.
Can I trigger my special for that moment?
Yeah, that was pretty. That was
Okay.
pretty
We were
good.
just fucking
So,
circle
I'm
jerking
gonna
all
trigger-
over the place.
I'm gonna trigger things speak.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna trigger it on Ray.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, so because we were talking about whether he is human or not, I'm gonna ask, are you sentient?
Yes, I am sentient.
Okay, so Ray. Well, I don't know.
Like, it's an actual
If it's-
conversation.
Is it an actual conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of this tends to be, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I am sentient.
Because you're talking to an object, not a person. It's you examine an object.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you're just using it on him because he's an object.
Yeah, because it triggers when, like, it triggers on my special.
Yeah.
So,
You mean your intimacy thing?
yeah, my
Just a
intimacy
moment
thing.
with someone, be physical, the things speak not through this immediately.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you could talk to the motorcycle.
Things handle or examine object of a particular interest.
yeah.
Look at weird. So like you're having an intimate moment with someone, and then you look at an object and try to figure
Well,
out.
no, because in that circumstance, it could be like a robot or a person or a replicant. You know,
Yeah,
cyberpunk, Blade Runner.
No, but like
That's
hey,
what I assume.
if he has an emotional with someone that's not that, and that still triggers his move, but he only uses his move on objects.
It
So
could be a thing that's on the person. It could be a part of the
Yeah,
person, like
I
their
guess.
cyberware or something.
Yeah. So, are you sentient? So, yeah, you're saying you are.
yes, I'm sentient. I don't have full facilities on myself yet. I think I have some parts that are still missing. So did 6. There's still some parts that needs to be put in here.
You've obviously, like, merging with 6 has given you more emotion. So,
He got rage from 6.
you've learned something. So maybe if we can find the other 5 or more, if you're not the last, you might be able to
There's
There
fully
would,
develop.
there would still be 6 because 7 exists still.
Yeah, sorry, the other 6.
7, 6, yeah.
Yeah, then we might be able to turn you. And he kind of does like air quotes human-esque. Like you might gain the level of sentience a human has, a full range of emotions. Do you know what purpose you were created for? I mean, you and 6 were talking about it, but now that you've upgraded more, do
Now
you
you
know?
start yelling about purpose.
Just to let you know, Erin's basically rolling her eyes like, are you sentient? He's like, oh yeah, I'm totally sentient. She's like, oh yeah, whatever. But like, she's not making a thing of it because she specifically was like, all right, Wiss, I'll...
Please, for the love of God.
Well, my character's
And
not
I mean, he did just do me a solid and let me blow up that building,
Yeah.
so...
No, as I say, my character is definitely, well, not definitely anti-robots, but he doesn't.
He doesn't think that robots are 100% better, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, he thinks physically they're great, but they're not
Like,
better.
again, processing-wise, they're not better. But if they became equivalent to humans in processing power, then maybe they would be.
Yeah. So,
What? Oh.
Noise.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why you were created?
I'm not sure what I was created for necessarily, but I think it has to do with the merging. That I think that feels natural to me. I don't have a certainty for what it's that it is my purpose, but yeah,
Seriously, when you say that,
yeah.
she looks so horrified.
Well, maybe.
And, like, looks over her shoulder at, like, the thing. But you don't see it. But she's just
Maybe each one of you were given
I warned you. You could have stopped this.
processing power, and you're the last one, and you were meant to merge with it, all the others, so that you gained human-like sentience? I don't know.
Definitely possible.
And then I'll kind of look at your head a little bit more, and I'll be like, I wonder if I can. Do you think it's possible for me to add more processors in there or something? Would that help? Would that?
No, I looked at my head recently, and there's not much place you could add things in.
Well, you just get a bigger head. Like he says it very casual, like that.
picturing that Marvel villain. think it's
Okay,
Marvel,
yeah.
that giant
I think
head
so,
freak.
Yeah.
Well, you probably could plug in some additional processors separately. I mean, I do have a hole myself. That's
I'd just like to point out, are we driving as we're talking?
No, you're in the middle of the street arguing.
yeah.
Okay.
This is where this is
I
happening.
mean, he's the driver. I don't think we started the thing. So
Yeah, I've started kind of moving back in as we're talking, but I haven't quite driven yet.
Yep.
Okay, well, interesting. If we had 6 here, I would have taken his processes and given them to you, but...
No, his processors were kind of too power hungry for my frame.
Well, we could develop a better... I'm starting to drive now because I'm seeing all the robots. I guess.
I think 6-line, maybe could be upgraded with a bigger power unit that he can hold himself. But I
think the other numbers were designed for you to just absorb them, and then their shells can be used for other means.
I mean, probably 6 will change as well after merging with me, since I did fix up some of his broken parts. He had like a large building himself that was trying to collapse himself. I stabilized it more so maybe more of his essential also was unlocked with this. But it took me a bit to reboot myself. So,
Interesting.
well, I'm not sure whether he will be able to survive this, so I guess we'll have hopefully better luck with the next numbers.
Yeah. I mean, he was Titan. I don't know, but he'll probably... I mean, his power core is gone now, so he'll die either way. If he
She
detonates...
does that, by the way. She makes like an explosion sound.
I'll kind of look
His
over.
power
Yeah,
core's
no, if he
gone.
detonates, then there's no parts left.
I
But
mean-
if he doesn't detonate, we should go through that
That-
rubble and try and find some parts.
That core wasn't meant to detonate, it superheats, so it'll probably just melt off from
Yeah,
itself.
that's true. Maybe
I mean, it did have a good hard drive.
some of the parts did live.
Didn't he warn us that the room next to his was highly toxic?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably now just loose.
That's true.
Well, I could probably dig through the rubble. He did say that I should be fine in that room.
Yeah,
He
possibly.
said you shouldn't stay in there too long, though, didn't he?
That you shouldn't stay there too long, and that I should be handling it from now on.
Okay. Well, we'll see after we go to these other sheds. Maybe there's more information at these.
Shit.
Sheds.
I don't know. I couldn't think of the word workshop for
Well,
whatever reason. And
Maybe you're calling your workshop sheds, but...
I don't
Yeah.
know. I just couldn't think of the word workshop for whatever reason.
So I'm going to use my Abyss stairs back to see whether I unlock something more of myself. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Generate 1 humanity. Thank you. Bonk, bonk. Give it back. Useful for later when I want to harm people.
Okay, we are driving away
All right.
because crowd of robots is not good.
Oh, they're just staring at you through buildings and stuff.
Still not good.
I mean, you go and ask them what's they're about, what's their interest here.
Yeah, they don't talk to us like they talk to you.
That's why
we
I can go to talk with them.
What's your interest here? Murder. Or murder bots.
Mhm.
You're a terrorist. You just blew up an entire building.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will be kind of going against the man in the tower.
I mean,
Although it is a closed-off city, so I don't know if they do care.
we should try and reconnect this city if we can. I have plans now for
We
air processing plants and stuff.
That's amazing. We need to do that, but not the connecting the city parts.
We should connect the dead cities. Why not?
How else do we get power
There's
here?
a bunch of crazy cultists that go around killing people throughout past curfew.
I mean, they're only crazy
Because-
because the city has been unplugged. If we plug it back in, they'll believe that the man in tower has forgiven them, therefore they wouldn't.
No, if we plug it back in, they'll believe that they were good enough and they need to keep being good, or else.
Yeah, I don't think insanity works that way. I don't think being reconnected would just make them sane again.
Well, maybe we'll run into them and see what their state is, because only we've heard of them for now. Yeah, like, ready to just snap out of the being mad like a while ago, it's like back to peaceful.
raises little angry eyebrows.
They're like, yeah, he doesn't yet have the transitional state between anger, so like anger, peace. Back to the baseline.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, you guys continue on. Just gonna pause. Okay, we're back. So you guys are traveling, and you're heading towards one of those locations you got on the map from the building that's no longer there.
Yes.
Yeah, it eventually will take you down a side street, and then stop you in front of what looks like a old refurbished club. It's a large monolithic building with not a lot of windows on it. The concrete out front, like the facade, has chipped and broken away. But when you look at it through, of course, the veil, like the broken parts of it are covered in like structured girders of light and stuff to like make it look like it's whole. Various advertisements kind of are frozen on surfaces, like they were in mid playback. And there's like trash and debris everywhere. Bicycles, a single wheelchair on its side with its wheels spinning, various trash can fires in the smog, faceplates and bits of like vests and shoes hanging from wires overhead, with like cans tied to them, making like a wind chime effect. And you're here.
This looks a little ominous.
Did we get the address right?
It does look right.
Yeah. Almost. I don't know. Do we notice any movement coming from inside or anything?
Not off the bat.
Does
You
Ghost.
know, just-
Oh, it's fine. It's just here for the ride.
it has electrovision? It can see robots and people.
There are robots around, and there are people in that building.
Okay, well, I guess we're going in then.
We can, but there's people in there.
Oh.
Your eye, I guess. How many?
Gonna look behind me.
Dozen, maybe two.
Maybe like a dozen or two.
This kind of notices that you looked over your shoulder before you.
Instead of looking forward.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe
This-
some of them will have the information we need.
Yeah, they could be. I'm just... Again, do we agree that if we run into these so-called foremen of the city or whatever, that we go with the plan, we're here to discuss putting the city back online, and that way we have... I don't want to use the word power over them, but that way they don't kill us on sight.
Yeah, if the alternative is death, I guess that's probably for the best.
Also, they're not called foremen. I think they're just called.
Like-
I don't remember. It's
yeah,
like good citizens or something like that.
Yeah.
They're the good boys.
I don't...
Beastly boys.
Yeah, the whatever little club or gang that they've created here. Yeah, if the alternative is death, we'll just say we're here to put power back to the city if they cooperate. Otherwise, we'll try and work with them, as you said, Liz.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, I'll say, hey, I'm a representative of the city. They'll probably buy that because, hey,
That's
look at me.
that's the game plan.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we don't have to come to fighting, but we'll see. Okay, so I guess we'll kind of walk out of the quadricycle and start walking up towards the building. Probably putting you in the front, like kind of a...
Wasn't that quadcycle actually below the city last time? It was like tarped up and covered up so nobody steals it?
Yeah, no, but we took it to drive away to this building.
Okay. Sure.
Because all the buildings are on different levels, right?
Oh, doesn't matter. Mechanical?
Yeah, I have
Too much laser vision.
Yeah, should be
no,
shining the
that's
light.
laser vision.
Yeah, so I guess we approach the building.
Yeah, there are steps leading up to the entrance. The entrance is almost like a large hotel or bank entrance from like the 50s, you'd imagine, like out of character.
Yeah.
But like the glass has long been shattered and replaced with like boarded up boards and like drilled in metal sheeting and like tarped over with posters and pictures and all sorts of newspapers that have been left out. There's spray paint tags everywhere.
Does it say anything?
The end is nigh.
No.
That's fair.
We had it coming.
Makes sense.
I knock on the door.
Hollow metal knocking sound echoes through the area you guys are in.
I don't think that's gonna work.
One of the doors opens up.
Oh,
Well,
I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Ye of little faith.
A man answers the door. He's wearing ragged workman's overalls and has a cybernetic hand. And it's just missing the other arm completely. He's wearing one of those robot faces with the eyes trailed out over his face. Hello?
Hi. So what are you here for, guys?
You didn't ask that in character,
No,
did you?
no.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, if you're supposed to be the man,
We're here to explore the building because we think there's, data inside regarding.
yeah, but he can't tell this guy that.
yeah.
I mean, he could.
We're here to. We need to search the building.
Why?
There's some things inside we need. We're willing to trade.
We don't have anything.
I mean, you got his body.
His body.
Yeah. He like kind of peeks his head out to look at all four of you. And then at your vehicle. Yeah, come on in.
It's gonna wind up on bricks. Right about it's gonna be on bricks.
Steely!
We're gonna be trapped here forever.
Oh no.
Inside is dusty and has that acrid smoke clinging to everything. There are more people in here. You know, we got 6 other folk wearing various clothes that have been like patched together, and like they have plates of metal over them, or have parts of like concrete and like metal just kind of put over vital areas. All of them are wearing those masks. Like some of them are just smoking, some of them are just playing cards, and other ones like tuning a guitar, and they all kind of look up as you guys walk on in.
Walk, walk, walk.
I'll from scavenging out, I'll recognize the inside of this building looks like a bank.
Yeah.
And
Does this look like a bank?
yeah. And I'll be like, okay, and I'll kind of motion to you guys like, kind of make it all look like obvious that I think this is where the thing we're looking for is, but without making it too obvious to anyone else around that I'm like, this is, yeah. And I'll start walking towards maybe the back area or something where I assume
People are kind of getting up as you're trying to, leave the lobby area.
We should probably stick together.
fair enough.
Maybe you can
Stop.
fall off and
We're looking
You're a
for
thief.
something
You might
that we believe is here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm gonna start walking again a little bit towards.
Where are you going?
I was gonna go look for it.
I thought you were here to trade.
Yes, well, if it's here, we'll trade. If it's not here,
We're very busy. We have our rounds to make, and we're very interested in making sure that everything's all orderly. You should probably... You have your papers, your ID? You need to
Just
check
raise my
those.
head. Show the little barcode.
Just stand there motionless like a robot.
Yeah, which shows off the one on the back of his neck.
He like has like a smashed up like small TV screen that they've like drilled like a gun handle into. And he just kind of points it at your throat and like puts his finger on the trigger. Look on Nicole's face.
Can't tell if this is gonna be like a cute like no sale thing, or if it's gonna be like you just got your head blown off.
You just got
sucker.
your throat blown open. You fucking fuck. Man, he pulls the trigger. There's like a clicking noise. He's like, taps it against his hand, or like taps it against the counter because he doesn't have that arm.
Can we make some kind of roll to see if it's a weapon?
Or if he's crazy.
Well,
Some kind of roll to see if the guy wearing a robot face that has a Telzon gun is crazy.
No.
Is that what you want,
In this
Barry?
world, yeah.
I want to
Who
know
knows?
if that's a gun, like if it's going to hurt him when he
Yeah.
uses it.
Your thing?
I can
You already
do-
did it. You already clicked and
Yeah,
shit.
he's
What
Yeah,
if
but
they
he
rush
looked at
him
his hand
away?
like it wasn't working
no.
right. So then,
Yeah,
yeah,
you hit it against the counter.
so obviously it wasn't working right the first time, but now it might fucking go off,
Ah, now it's not. Bam!
right?
Great. What happens?
So like, what do we do?
What do we do?
But look at the basic moves. So probably something like analyze.
Probe.
Analyze. There you go. Assess the place of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, do an analysis.
Roll. Add your emotion to it.
What emotion are you feeling?
Scared? Are you scared that it's gonna blow his brains out?
Fucking murder him.
I'm not scared because these people just kind of.
You're probably just peaceful right now, like just a neutral.
No, I'm not peaceful. These people are gross and the
Sorry.
worst things that exist.
So you're mad at them?
Like
Ugh.
distasteful. Distasteful.
Yeah, that would be under the mad umbrella.
Okay.
So, +1,
Roll. Mark your emotion.
5,
8,
6,
9.
7, 8, 9.
Mark your emotion.
Alright, so with a 9 on analyze, you get to ask 2 questions.
Mm,
Does anything appear to be out of place?
are these people hostile?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have stolen some of that C4. What's our best way?
Out in, past them?
Yeah.
Which one?
Like, what's the best way to not get in a fight with them besides leaving? Like,
Not walked into the middle of them, saying that you have a bunch of treasure for them to take off your dead corpses.
A little late for that.
Okay, let me try to give you something more relevant.
Murder them all?
How to avoid a fight with them? Convince them you have superior firepower? Convince them that you're in charge?
I'm
Convince
going
them
to use-
resistance is futile.
I'm going to superior firepower.
Do that and I'll blow your fucking eyes out. Like you need the evil eye.
I'm gonna blow his machine off.
To
Gonna blow him.
You're gonna start a fight?
That's the thing. I don't want it to be a fight though. But I'm going to shoot his gun.
Are you trying to neutralize him?
I mean, you could
Yeah.
go tell him, hey, how about our catabolist tries to fix it for you? He's a good mechanic. He can look it
We'll
over
give
for
you better weaponry for which to kill us.
Here, have Ray's hand.
Okay, so you're gonna roll neutralize.
So wearing expensive fucking arms. Like super
Oh
valuable
yeah.
arms.
Oh, they noticed.
You also don't look very.
They're gonna melt parts of your arms down to fill in the holes in their teeth.
That's the worst way you can use it.
Neutralize. When you use force to attempt to neutralize a threat, take control of the situation, or maintain hold of something, you have a chance of taking onto yourself. Roll.
Roll 2d6, add your emotions.
10.
Nice.
10 plus.
Actually, when you use an emotion, does the little box underneath give you
Yes.
more bonuses?
No.
No, it just keeps filling up until it eventually go into emotion spike.
Okay, so
You got a
that's
10.
11 because I have an emotion.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you just only needed a 10.
Yeah, because everything's 10 plus.
Okay, well, mark off which emotion you use.
Yeah, mark off the emotion. Okay, so you have 3 hold, and you can spend them as you see fit.
I don't really get how hold works.
Well, basically,
Okay, so you have 3 hold, and if you look at the neutralize option, you can spend your hold on those options.
impress, dismay, or frighten your opponent. There's something.
I think the more important one is take away an advantage, like his gun.
Or force a change of location. How will you go outside?
Let's all get gang murdered outside. Thanks, robot.
Okay, so I can do more than one at once?
You get
Yeah,
3.
you get to pick 3.
Okay, I would like to take away advantage and impress, dismay, or frighten your opponent.
Perfect. Look at that.
Yes.
How are you going to do this?
I'm going to laser his gun out of his hand
Ah,
and tell him to stand down in an authoritative and confident tone.
The voice is in my head. Oh, sorry.
You explode the gun, which is a gun. There were bullets in that. It was shoot you in the throat. You fucking cattle.
It's
He's gonna
like
shoot
a
all
scanner.
of you. They were all gonna do it at the same time to check your IDs with the scanner and blow your brains out.
that'll be smart.
Yeah, it would have been.
I thought they were just crazy.
They are just crazy, Nicole. Fuck. Anyway, your laser eye explodes that like literally out of his hand, and he like backs away because you're getting all crazy with your robot eye.
Stand down.
Oh. Whoa, that's not that's not being a very good neighbor. We're all good neighbors here. We're just so friendly and good citizens. Let's not fight. Oh my god, was he gonna shoot him in the throat?
I'll just look.
Like there's bullets falling out of the debris, like rolling out of the handle.
You were just gonna let him shoot you in the...
I have my
How's it
head up
done?
right now. I'll just look down. Like, I'm looking down at him. Well, doesn't seem like you want to rejoin society, does it? Just kind of looking at him, looking at the robot we brought with us. I thought you were trying to get your city back online.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. By being good neighbors that clean up the riffraff around here and make sure everything's clean and pure.
We're representatives. As you can see, I point at the robot. We're here to assess whether this city should come back online or not.
Oh.
His name.
Oh. Well, you have to understand, we've been out here dealing with the gangs for so long. They're crazy. They're wearing people's skin and eating each other. We had to be careful. There's a lot of crazies out there.
Yes.
That would be awful.
Well, if
They're just stringing people's bodies up outside their buildings and stuff.
as
Why don't
long
we all go outside?
Okay, yeah, people start going outside.
But the door.
outside.
And but I say
I'm gonna-
I'm not going with them.
Our vehicle's out there with all our supplies.
Yeah.
Ray and With should go with them, and we'll get the stuff.
You want me to go outside with them?
I mean, Ray should go with them.
Okay. Well,
And
how? Look.
who's good at computer stuff? I'm assuming the robot and this guy. Those guys are needed, but this guy's not combat. This guy is, but is good at stealing.
Yeah, that would really get me killed, most likely.
I'm fairly strong. I'm gonna go outside because I scared the shit out
Okay.
of them.
So Ray and you go outside,
Yeah.
and we'll stay inside.
Yes.
So I'll kind of motion to With.
Actually, yes, that's exactly what I want.
I'll motion to Whis to kind of come with me as we go back in the vault as you take everybody outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're leaving those two alone together.
They'll be okay.
That's great, because I said that in character. Yes, actually, wait, that's exactly what I want. So
Tear apart.
They'll have a common enemy to vent on.
straight up, out of character, the reason she wants Ray to come with her is that she doesn't want him hooking up or sabotaging the machine that makes the robots into our slaves.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she doesn't think of it as slavery, to be fair. They're not alive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So is Ray going? Where is Ray now?
Ray and Aaron are going outside with people.
Yeah.
It works out.
So how's your inspection going? There was an explosion earlier. This place is just falling to pieces without the order and the screens not telling people not to blow up buildings.
Yeah.
It's a mighty shame.
I just wish there was a soothing voice again to tell us not to riot. That would just make us so much better.
A friendly face is a familiar
A
face.
friendly face is, and they all point at their masks, a familiar face.
Yeah.
We left you outside with your worst nightmare. Social conflict.
There's a little image here that says, when my friends say you can't eat 2 large pizzas and a bucket of wings by yourself, and it just cuts to Michael Scott from the office saying, you have no idea how high I can fly.
You were wrong, laughed the fat conductor.
Fuck. Yeah, we're just, surviving out here, making sure the city's nice, orderly. Trying to follow all the lessons we've all been taught. We all know them.
How good of you.
How long do you think it will be till the city gets reconnected?
I'm gonna look to the robot. I'm not lying to these fucking people and telling them it's getting turned back on.
There's like 7 of them out here.
I thought they all were following me!
Yeah, there are.
So there was a dozen of them.
You said there are.
Yeah, in the fucking lobby.
Yeah, you got all the ones in the lobby to follow you.
There's
not
fucking
all.
people sleeping upstairs and people eating other people in the basement.
Quiet murder.
Fuck.
So good, there's no alarm raised.
I mean, I did shoot off a laser eye, but it doesn't make noise.
They
Oh,
probably
well,
shoot
the
each other
laser
all the
eye
time.
has a speaker that goes bang! Bang, bang, combat's happening.
I just
Blood
said
hit
it
you.
doesn't make noise, so it's fine.
Combat's happening.
What if it explodes some of the bullets inside?
Can James just talk to, you said you can talk to, inanimate objects as if they were people.
Yeah.
Can you just talk to her eye?
Oh, I can talk with things. It's like
Yeah.
AI.
So you could just talk to her eye, because it's cybernetic. Like, hey, what's up?
Another intelligence that.
Anyway, they're talking to you, Ray.
Well, that depends. We're still looking for some parts in here. There are some computers that need to be reconnected, and this seems to be one of the places here.
Really? We knew this place was special. Look at how special it is.
You found it.
We did find it. Look at how similar we are. We had the same thought processes.
Yeah. Yeah. All obedient minds think alike.
Yeah, they all nod.
Who programmed you to lie? We thought that was a good idea.
You have no idea how high I can fly.
Who died that made you go? 6. 6 died.
Man.
We've just been waiting and surviving, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, I guess I started exchanging all those,
Slogans.
Propaganda
yeah,
slogans.
pretty much.
Did you come here in that?
Well, they had to catch a ride on something. I could have walked here, but their body is weak. The city is strong.
How you doing, Aaron?
How's the object doing?
I was just staring.
This is so gross. Aaron is trying very hard not to show distress. Because this is super nasty. These people are disgusting and broken. And it's sad and just fucking... Ugh.
So what caused the city to be disconnected? Who did it? Was it the bootleggers? Was it the street doctors? It was probably the street doctors. If man was meant to survive staph infections, the city would surely provide the proper medicine to repair it. We hung them, you know. We made sure that, you know, the city knew we didn't tolerate them anymore.
Yeah.
They're all like some of them are wearing like necklaces with like the eyes, like the camera eyes around them.
Yeah, we did see them being hung. That was the first thing we saw when we entered the city.
So what did it?
I mean, there were so many things.
Who's to blame?
Well,
You know that building that exploded?
Yeah.
The one who lived at the top of that.
Look like they know who lived there.
A man in a tower is responsible for all your ills.
oh, there was a person there that was in the front of the man in the tower.
And that's what happens when you try to undermine the authority of the city. It hurts everyone else because you're selfish.
If this was exalted, that would be a breaking point.
Yeah, they just kind of hang around you, kind of, you know, asking questions, kind of circling, looking at you.
I guess I have some questions back, but like,
Oh, what questions you got?
like, you know, yeah, I guess what some people they've been dealing with, well, you know, what was the situations after that?
It was chaos. People were dying in the streets, and opportunistic looters were just taking things out of people as they choked on the gas. Gangs were rounding folk up. People were taking weapons, taking up arms.
Wait, how the fuck are these people breathing?
They have like stuff on and masks and shit.
I keep forgetting we're wearing oxygen
Yeah.
tanks this entire time.
Yeah, they're not wearing great oxygen tanks and are dying.
You got the robot mask. I mean, they have something in there.
Yeah, they probably put filters in or put like cloths full of like ether or whatever in there to like filter it out.
Hush now, only dreams.
Ether?
You can put like chemicals in it to like act as a filter.
Pretty sure you can put a cloth full of ether up
I
your
used that as
face
an
to help
example,
you breathe
Nicole.
I think you
better.
can actually read somewhere. I think you can actually, if you pee on a cloth, because
Yes.
it works to some degree against
Well,
chemical warfare.
Yeah.
Fucks.
Not great, but
Oh, like this
They
is
go
like,
about unironically describing the things that they did when the filters went down.
I'm listening to all of that because one of my beliefs is that people will do anything to survive. I'm like, yeah, I want to do something all in, want to be done. And yeah, I guess for that I'll also do the Abyss Stairs back because hey, I'm learning more about humanity.
The worst was when the screen stopped. Most of them just shut off and people were fucking more that spooky. Left directionless.
Yeah.
There's just people were inconsolable without a guiding voice to help them.
Yeah. Heed the soothing voice of the man in the tower to know what to do. Otherwise, how will they remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my humanity.
Alright, well you guys are outside soaking that in. We cut to James and Whis.
I want to see if he would get there on his own.
I thought it would take him a while, so I figured I'd help.
James and the other one.
So, where's the vault in your, where you are?
Okay, he doesn't have a vault where he is. He has a police lockup that has a little tiny safe.
Yeah, that's what he means though, like
Yeah.
vaults.
I just wanna make that
Yeah.
clear.
Well, mine was in a like room on the main floorish kind of area, or up. There's a small one up on the second floor too. But in these kind of buildings, when I scavenge them, normally they're in like a basement.
Basement sounds like our best bet, I think.
Yeah. And that was close.
Yeah. Do you think that robot was sentient?
Which one? 6?
Yeah, the one at the top of the tower.
I don't know. It's at what point does processing power become sentient? How much, how many gigabytes does it take to become sentient?
I guess that's a good question. I mean, even just in here, we've seen people who act less human
Exactly.
than Ray does, or that.
Or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, 6 made a comment while you guys were gone that I don't know enough about biology. And maybe I need to talk to a doctor and understand it, because...
You cut off your limb and nothing bad happened.
Well, that's because I know about robotics.
Yeah, but that also requires the organic part. So maybe biology doesn't apply to you? You literally cut off your arm and you didn't pass out.
I used robotics to fix it. Because I'm a robotics master.
You're missing a large part of this equation, though, where you chopped off your arm, you didn't care when someone took it away, and you just sewed something back on like it was nothing.
You're like a robot, man.
Yeah, because I'm the greatest cybernetics master. Like, that's...
I get that,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. But again, how could you just dispose of something, part of yourself, so easily?
Because that was inferior. This one, and I hold it up, this one's superior. So I upgraded myself, just like robots do. And just like Ray is, he'll upgrade himself until he becomes basically human.
It's basically like going to the gym, but better.
Faster.
We could coexist if they were upgraded to be human. And, we could communicate on a intellectual level.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with that. I think that could happen. It's just, we also killed one of the few things that was on that level. And I don't know if we'll ever have an opportunity like that again.
That was unfortunate. But I think the way Ray was talking, it sounded like they kind of merged or could have merged in the future. I don't know. Because...
Could have.
I mean, if you think about it, if we got enough processing power, we could just merge everyone into one collective mind. That could be interesting. That
sounds terrifying.
Well, we'd be able to coexist, because you wouldn't, you'd know what everyone was thinking. Therefore, hurting oneself would be hurting, or hurting someone else would be hurting oneself.
You'd lose your sense of self, though. You'd become one entirely new thing. That's
true.
Not you anymore.
That's true.
That sounds horrific.
Wonder if you could upgrade the mind with processors to be able to, without losing oneself, still increase, I guess it would be the empathy towards...
I don't think that's something you need cybernetics for. I think that's something that can happen just naturally, just by talking, interacting.
I guess.
I think that would be a shortcut. You take away a large part of the process of naturally understanding one another to just mechanize it, automate it.
Well, yes.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to laugh so much, but it's like so like your character. You're just like, yeah, why don't we just use machines to make ourselves have empathy? And it's like, what? Humans should just have that, by the way.
But that's just sociopath. Like,
take it, your head open. Take it ice cream scoop. That's scooping things out.
Like I get what he means. Empathy at a point, at a level where humans can't quite get it.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You robots.
Well, to be able to he means more, not for himself so much, it's more for, the ones who are going crazy over there, if we can fix them.
So
he looks at the world in a very...
lobotomy.
Mechanical sense.
That's a half a lot in shape.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah, Bojack Horseman's, grandmother.
Yeah. No, because if we could help those people out, like, I mean, they've obviously gone crazy.
You can help people who are sick like that without stripping away a piece of what makes them human and putting in something else, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be more efficient, and it doesn't always need to strip away what makes them human. It can just improve upon it.
Not to mention, a part of what caused this is their reliance on robotics and that kind of thing. They're wearing robot masks to appear more like...
Yeah, their reliance on a symbol of robotics, not robotics themselves.
If we saw them less as overseers and more as people we coexisted with, then yeah, I think that would make everyone all around healthier. This wouldn't happen. This wouldn't have to happen.
Yeah, and if we could rehook up these dead cities, and that way
I think
we'd be able to get help to them.
I think it's something that would have to happen gradually. Rehabilitation.
Yes.
Not in the way that they sell it in the cities, but...
No.
I think if we find this thing, if we can alter robots in such a way where they do coexist with us, where they don't hide their ability to talk from us.
Yes.
I wonder if they're programmed to do that. Maybe that's just it. Maybe they're not.
I wonder, we should ask Ray to ask one of them why they don't talk to humans.
That
It'd be an interesting question, and to ask them if they believe they're sentient.
Huh.
Because do they all think they're sentient? Is Ray not unique? Is it he's only unique because he just talks to us? Is that the only unique feature of Ray?
I don't think I'd ever bring that up to him.
Well, yes, but...
He was getting awfully scary in the car.
Yes. I mean, he definitely has more processing power and more storage and memory than them, but is... Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's something they're hiding from us. Maybe it's just tucked away.
Yeah. I guess we've been walking more. Have we found anything? Gotten to the vault yet?
Yeah, when you head down the stairs, there's like a basement area. There's a few robots down here just kind of standing around. And there's a little room that has a vault. Like a big bank vault door that's been shut and locked.
Okay. I'm going to use my special on it.
Okay.
Because I think that was a, emotional moment. And I'm going to go up to the vault and...
Because I was like, right, this is why I wanted to come in here. Because my jam is being a thief. I probably could open it, but you can just talk to it, so.
Who made this vault?
It was constructed when the building was constructed by the construction team.
Okay. I wanted to know if, maybe someone specific
years
made it.
back.
For what purpose was this vault created?
To store things.
Okay, just general things. I wanted.
It was just made to be a
Well,
vault
that's fair.
in a building. It didn't actually have a purpose like to be a bank. Like it's not a bank. It's just
Okay.
a building that looks like a bank. It doesn't have a purpose. It just exists to be there.
No, that makes sense. That's fine.
I mean, it could be.
It was basically like a play set, so people could come in and turn into something else, which is why people turned into a lounge.
How can I open it?
You need to break the combo and unlock it because it's been sealed.
Okay, that's fair.
Contact me. Don't we have like...
Well, I can probably just crush it.
Oh yeah, you have giant titanium robot
I also have
construction.
multi-tool that can probably
Take that
do some
part.
things.
Right.
Do you want to use your special or
To get hold.
I don't know.
His
Like
special
that
is-
was an intimate.
That just
I
gives
don't
me
know.
hold. I think I'm gonna stick to having one of those per
Okay.
session. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep building up,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna have forever hold.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean,
What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to activate my special more than once a session, otherwise it's just going to keep building up.
yeah.
And it'll be like, I just have infinite hold. I never advance my disease, which seems to...
Well, it's once per session. It doesn't build up.
yeah, exactly. It's just, if I have a bunch of hold, then I can just keep spending it throughout the sessions.
I guess there isn't anything else you can
Okay.
spend that hold on.
No, it's just for that.
Yeah. So, I'll just go up to the belt. This looks like it. I'll pop off my arm, and my arm will start like crawling around and fiddling with it, and I'll use wrench into gears. So, how is this vulnerable to my arm? Can it, just fiddle with it and unlock it, or should I actually have to just force it open?
It looks like the locking mechanism is fairly complicated and analog, so you might be looking at brute forcing it because it's like a bank style lock.
That's fair. And sorry.
I mean brute forcing like rip it open. I mean
Yeah,
like the combo.
You'll have to actually get the combo. Like, he won't be able to break it open with his other
How many
titanium arm.
robots did you say were around you?
There's like 3 or 4 down here staring at you.
That's fair.
I think you might be able to use the hold to prevent your trigger move from happening. Because when your disease triggers, so maybe that's...
No, it doesn't say anything about using my hold for that.
No, but it said, whatever disease would trigger. So,
No. Yeah, otherwise it would mention you can use your hold to stop this. It's literally just for my special.
Okay, I'm gonna have to brute force this open, it looks like.
What if there's an alarm?
Yeah, I know. I kind of look at the robots round. Yeah.
And Dylan? You said the combination, so can his titanium construction arm go through it?
Yeah, if you want to take way longer, you can just start tearing parts out of this door until you get it off its hinges.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll just take way longer.
well, basically how generally evolve those, because if you tamper with the blocking mechanism, it might just, bolt itself shut.
Yeah.
But
I worry that as you say, if we set off an alarm here. Kind of look at the robots. What, 3 of them you said?
Yeah.
Okay, we know you can talk. Do you mind if we open this? I'll say, like, staring at one of them.
You just stare back. One of them starts walking up a flight of stairs.
Yes.
Maybe we should just get Erin for this. She's more equipped to break in, I think.
That's true. I'll look at the other one remaining, the one that I didn't talk to. Okay, again, we know you can talk. Like, come on. Can we work together here for a minute? We have a friend of yours who's helping us. Can we open this?
He's just staring dead ahead.
Well, can't say I didn't try.
They may be programmed specifically not to talk to us.
True.
What else is in this room, aside from the robots and the vaults?
So in the middle of the room is the vault area, and all around is like racks, like storage crates, like shelving.
I'm gonna start scrounging through those to see if I can find papers or notes. Maybe the code is just written down somewhere.
It's boxes and boxes of like junk and spare parts, like rusty, broken bits of things and knives.
Endless amounts of knives.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess the 2 of us will go back and get Aaron. Or do you want to stay? I kind of look at the robots. I don't know if you really want to stay here alone, eh?
They're not gonna do anything. They're robots. It's fine.
Okay. I'll walk back up and go outside to get you. And,
No, look, it's James.
Hey!
hey, we need you for a second.
Okay.
I'll be like, it's just down the stairs and to the right or whatever.
Okay.
And then I'll wait outside with Ray.
Okay. I'm gonna go inside.
Yeah, while you're down there alone, one of the robots starts walking up to you.
Okay. Which just kind of turns. And
There you go. There you go. Okay, it puts its arm on your shoulder and grabs your head and kind of yanks your neck. So it's, even though you were showing your barcode, it forces it. And it kind of just stares, and you hear a clicking noise from inside its head, and it just kind of vaguely shoves you back.
Spiteful.
Right? You said it's a robot. It's not going to do anything, and then it's all like fucking sassy.
And then it
as
starts
shit.
walking up the steps. Then it stops and then goes down and moves up to the other robot. They look at each other. Their eyes kind of click, like they make clicking, flashing noises, and then it goes up the steps. The other one starts walking towards you and starts kind of like putting its arms out the way many robots do that kind of try to corral protesters.
There's something heavy around.
There's shelving and there's there's probably like heavy bits of junk.
Yeah, when he sees it coming, he goes for the shelf and tries to knock it over on top of the robot.
Oh, we're doing this?
Yeah.
We're starting a riot?
Yeah, he freaks out.
Stop resisting.
Ooh, is it the duel?
Yeah, he starts to get a bit nervous because he's seen how that ends, usually with broken limbs.
Oh, you bet. Okay. It's fun time. Okay, so for a duel, we ask 3 questions. Since you're going to be the one that's initiating, seeing as it's walking up to you and you're going to attack first. Do you currently have the upper hand in this situation? Like, it's an equipped city robot and you're you. Do you have any sort of way to have an upper hand on this thing?
I think only the element of surprise that I'm acting... Like, I cooperated with the first robot by showing the barcode, and now I'm...
Are you better trained than it?
Definitely not. Whis is not combat trained at all.
Does your equipment give you a particular advantage for this conflict?
Nope.
I mean, you have...
So
What are
that
your
gives you
arms?
+1
Literally
forward.
nothing.
Oh.
They're just arms.
Okay.
They're just replacement.
They're
ones.
not even big, bulky, strong arms. They're specifically designed to look graceful and...
Okay. So you need to roll 2d6. And I don't know if this is emotion driven. It probably is. I know
Probably.
this is definitely emotion driven.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what is Wiz feeling?
Scared, definitely.
Scared with +1 forward.
What's your fear?
1 plus 1.
So 2 on this 2d6.
So that's a 14.
Jeez.
Okay, things get interesting now. So you have 3 hold, and the robot has 1. So under the duel list there, you get to pick from your 3 hold on that.
Deflect all harm, choose twice.
Yeah, you throw 2 hold into it.
Alright. I'm going to inflict harm once, block harm once, and force a change of location or use the environment to my advantage for a +1 to the next hold.
So what are you doing with force to change of location?
I'm knocking that shelf onto it.
Alright, to give you +1 hold for the next bout.
Yep.
Okay. So what kind of harm do you do? I guess you're using the shelf.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't have a combat weapon. I have a knife that does nerve crippling. Oh wait, could I use that to affect robots?
No, they don't have nerves to cripple. Let me pause. Alright, we're back. So, you can throw the, the grating down on top of it. I'll say it does 1 harm.
Okay.
Which is pretty severe.
Okay.
For it. So, yeah, you toss that grating down, it spirals back, and it will spend its 1 hold to inflict harm. As soon as you get aggressive and take it by surprise, it actually goes into the kind of like overall vest it has and pulls out a revolver and shoots you.
Wait, what?
He used one of his hold to suppress a damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just wanting to make sure.
It gets to do a thing, so what's
Nice.
it's going to shoot him.
Yep.
So... Oh, minus half the harm being inflicted, rounded, and round down. So do I just do half round down? Is that it?
I think how much harm would he normally get, and you take half of it, because
Yeah, so it's just
there's
half. Okay, 1 harm. Minus armor. Do you have armor?
No.
You don't have armor?
No.
That's a nightmare.
Why would he ever wear armor?
I don't think any of us have armor. Maybe.
That's
you
something you
do?
have, yeah, I think that's something you have to buy usually.
Oh,
I
guys.
start with armor.
Oh, guys. He shoots you!
Okay, so it does 1 damage after being rounded down?
Yeah. Because it was doing 2.
Okay, yeah.
And then you knock, and like you knock it under that stuff, but it's like gun skitters over there.
Yeah,
It's a large caliber revolver, like.
Jeez.
It grazes you because you got out of the way, and it puts a hole about the size of a golf ball in the concrete behind you, and makes a fantastically loud tinnitus-causing explosion.
Why do you have that?
Okay. So.
Next round, I guess.
So, so the situation has changed. You have it on the ropes because it's on the ground and stuff. It's clearly damaged. Like, you see parts of it have, like, kind of snapped under the weight of the large shelving units because they're, the corners are sharp and it's just sheet metal on sheet metal. As you guys are coming in, you hear a explosion go through the building.
Guys.
It's only me.
Oh, it's just you hear an explosion ricochet through the building.
Oh shit, I'm gonna start running.
I think also, like, if I hear an explosion, I also start running for it.
But it's only if... Does he hear it from outside?
Large caliber, I think.
Yeah, you can probably hear it from outside just because of the way the sound will carry.
Plus
Everything
all
is
this sheet
concrete.
metal.
Everything is concrete. Everything is echo and reverberate.
If you're gonna try to run, I'm gonna be like, I can't give you an order because you're the robot. Darn it.
Geary! Fuck you.
No. No, it's because if I give you an order, these people are gonna attack.
Tantrum.
So because you running away leaves me here alone with them, and it's best if you're alone with these people, not suspended. So I'll see you running, and I'll be like, "Don't worry, sir. I'll go look what it is. You wait. Like, you don't need to muddy your hands and start running in to. Hopefully, you understand the message."
Bray's going in with his compensating legs.
Okay, he's going in too.
Leaving you alone with all the homeless.
No, I'm coming with him. The
Leaving
homeless
our
people.
car alone with all the...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, well, Nicole's the closest to the steps. As you're running towards the steps, a robot is walking by you. Like, just casually.
Okay, it doesn't make any
It
movement.
just walks right by you.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, So, the robot's on the ground. Its revolver's skittered over there out of the way. It's a 3-chamber shooter.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to, like, push the grating off of it because that's what, was messing it up. Its arm goes into its sleeve and comes out with barbed wire wrapped around its fist. And it gets up to punch you in the face.
What the fuck?
All robots do.
All right. I guess we do another dual roll.
It is getting to roll, I think, at this point. I think this is its thing. Because it's reacting. So let me just pause. So, alright, yeah, you roll for the dual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there are options where...
So you have an extra hold coming through, and...
Emotions still?
Yeah,
Motion's always.
6.
You do not have the upper hand at this point anymore.
7. So we both generate 2 hold.
Okay, and you get one more, so you have 3.
Okay.
From the advantage you made last time.
Mm-hmm.
So it has 2, and you have 3. What do you do? Like, before we get into the hold, what are you doing? This thing shot at you, and now it's coming at you.
Okay, I'm going to block harm. Using my
No, but not the mechanics of it. The
okay.
The dynamics of the fight.
How
and then
sorry. Yeah. Wiss is going to block that first swing with his own arm, one of his porcelain arms.
It's just made of robot. So there you go.
Yeah. He's going to run for the gun to get that, and then he's going to shoot the robot.
Shoot. Eat the ice cream.
So blocking...
Okay. Alright, so it's going to punch you, you're going to block. So it's clearly trying to hurt you, and at the same time with its other, hand, it's going to try and grab you and pin you against the wall so it can just keep punching.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we know what they're doing, let's look at what they're spending hold on. It is going to try to use the environment, the kind of, what do you call it, the wall to kind of pin you up against it to keep you from being mobile, to give itself an advantage for next duel.
Hmm.
And then it's going to harm by just beating your face in.
Okay.
And what are you doing with your holes?
My holds?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 3 hold.
So yeah, blocking, using my arm to block.
So block, arm, not deflect all.
Going
right?
for the gun for Would that be using the environment to an advantage, or would that just be...
If you're going to grab the gun and shoot him, that will just be inflict harm.
Okay. So I'm going to deflect all harm and inflict harm then.
Oh, I see. There's 2 of them. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that gun does 2 harm. This thing doesn't have armor. Okay, you get away from it, like it throws up against the wall and like crossbars you there and just punches, and you duck. You put your arm up and slide down as it just hits the wall and leaves like little prong dents. The barbed wire like spiked part it's wearing on its fist is like little rivets and like screws with like those little fly washers on them.
Christ.
Like it was put together at a hardware store, and it just leaves little pipe holes in the wall. You run down, pick up the gun, cycle the chamber, and shoot it in the goddamn...
Probably the midsection. He's not very good at guns. So.
Okay, center mass.
Yeah.
You blow a much larger hole in its chest cavity because it doesn't have as much structural integrity as concrete. So it goes in small and goes out large out the back and leaves a smoking molten crater in its power system. And it just slides against the wall down, leaving a streak of red and brown oil on the wall. In a spray that's smoking. You come down just when this happens. Again, tinnitus, your ears.
Is it dead?
Alright, those lights go out.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, I killed it.
Good job, man! You didn't have any weapons on. You grabbed its weapon?
No,
You say, with your hand on it.
Yeah, he drops that. He's just like,
Super bad for the gun.
Drop it.
No, it's not how guns work, Peter.
That's not how they act. That's not how they're supposed to act. That one was look at its hand.
Is that normal?
Depends.
Hmm.
They do show up armed every once in a while, but a lot of times it's like batons and stuff, or somebody just grabbed you with a robot hand, which is usually enough.
Like, why did it even... Or is it just because we're down here?
I think so. It just came at me. They checked my ID and it was fine, and then they came at me.
I'm gonna get this bank vault open before we... Or I'm gonna get this vault open before we, because the other one's left, they might be calling for backup.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Bank. Well,
Good job.
yeah, thanks.
You can show and see.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, but thanks.
So Ray runs down the stairs with his finger pointed like, oh, what's going on?
Ray totally kicked its ass. Or, sorry, I don't say Ray, I say
Whis.
Whis. Whis totally kicked its ass.
The robot?
What?
Oh, no, I look at the robot and like, oh. Okay, are you okay?
Yeah, it just came at me. It's fine.
Are you hurt though? Like I'm not a sense character, but like, did he actually get hurt?
Yeah,
Oh,
his
yeah.
midsection has a goddamn hole going through it from the grazing.
Oh,
There's just black dripping
Yeah,
down.
I look over, I'm like, oh shit.
It's fine. He's like shaking, and it's obvious he's in shock because he got shot with a gun.
I'm gonna take off my jacket and give it to you. Here you go, man. Just
I'm gonna get blood all over it. This stuff doesn't come out.
Your HUD lights up and it looks at the round, his wound, and the gun that's on the ground, and it identifies the ammunition type as a sabo round.
what does that mean?
A sabo round is a type of ammunition that when fired, the actual round doesn't stay as a bullet, it becomes a ball of hot magma. It's used for cutting through tank armor.
Shit.
Wow.
That's some large caliber gun here. That's anti-vehicle weapon.
Which it has.
Anti-material is the correct term.
Yeah.
Anti-everything.
Material as in military material.
I think there's one more round in the chamber if you want.
There is one more round.
For the listeners, Peter just mind killing his character.
I wish to explode.
I wish to explode.
Yes.
Oh, that would have been the best ending for.
Alright,
Well, we did pass another robot going upstairs. Maybe we should check up on it.
what you should do is strip off some of the robot's onesie, that they wear, put him into strips, patch him up. I will get this bank vault open.
Okay. I got to do that.
Just don't let James patch me up. He doesn't know biology.
I know, right?
I'm gonna put my thyroid in you, and then I'll live forever.
I have no idea.
Let's see what I have in
It's
my
like a
bag of holding.
Those two robots are leaving the bank building. Like they open the door with their arm and just kind of walk out.
Okay.
The group of people are kind of just looking because the robots don't seem to move that much, and they're just kind of like they kind of like make like a little like line and kind of just try to stand still.
We too are
I'll
robots.
stand there. I won't stand in the line, but I'll stand there with them.
As they're walking out, they both go into their vest and pull out what looks like a handheld fire extinguisher, and they point at either line and set the flamethrowers on them,
Okay.
and then drop the weapons and keep on walking. Those people start screaming because they're on fire.
I'm
Covered in oil and accelerants.
Oh my.
Were you in line with them?
no. I specifically said I was not in the line. Like I was near them, but not in
You
line with
fuckers.
them. Yeah. I'm just gonna go by and with my giant mechanical hand, just crush heads, put them out of their misery.
Murder!
Oh my god.
They're on fire. My character understands that.
It's not even like gasoline either. It's like a jet fuel accelerant.
Yeah,
It's
no.
super bad.
I'm just gonna like kill the ones that I can if they, trying to put them out of their misery. And once they're done, I'm just gonna be like, oh.
You guys hear screaming from outside.
I guess I run for it.
Do you think they set loose on everyone else?
Shit,
Are-
probably.
Are they walking? They just walked away, right?
Yeah, one's going down an alley, one's going another direction.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay standing out here. Like,
Pray. What happened here?
Oh my god, it's everywhere!
yeah,
What happened here?
the robots killed them when they left.
Wow.
That's just what they do sometimes. I don't know how else to explain. There's nothing I could do. Like what was I gonna do? Like
Ray just stares forward and goes after one of those robots.
no. I'll like grab you before you leave. No, you're only
They won't
gonna.
harm me.
I hope it's with your robotic hand.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're gonna all sorts of broken bones.
Both his hands are robotic!
Yeah.
One's the
Oh, right.
multi-tool and one's the shovel hand.
Right.
Yeah. Just no.
All of them's robotic.
They're,
I forgot.
if you go after them, make sure they don't come back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you go if you want to go. And then I'm just gonna guard the car, basically. And wait by the door, listening in case these guys need anything.
Alright, so
Oh, good.
let me just pause. Okay, and we're back. So you're running off after one of them?
Yeah, I'm going after one of them.
One's just walking down a side street where there's like other robots just like cleaning and stuff, and some are like tearing down posters.
Well, I approach it and say, hello,
Hello!
who are you? Like, what's your designation? It doesn't matter. So, what have you been doing in the building?
No, I was monitoring.
Ah. What were you monitoring for? Is there anything dangerous in there?
No, just monitoring the building for changes in the environment.
Ah. So, why were those people set on fire?
The environment changed.
But it did. Why are there still robots around here? I think this place was supposed to be abandoned.
Work is still being designated.
Ah. That's interesting. Where did those others... There's others come from like central location, or do they just get beamed in and just know what to do?
Oh, you just find places to get orders from.
Ah, where's the nearest place to get order from?
Sure, come with.
I go there.
All right, he walks you to one of the facilities that just produces robots,
Oh, cool.
and it still has power, and it's locked. And it's fine because it doesn't need air.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks in the front door with you. It's just a giant assembly line with arms and machinery pulling up power and metal and oil, just putting robots together from a forge with molten metal in it.
Jeez, that's very convenient. Okay.
He just, there's like a standing area with what looks like those thing optometrists use to like check your eyes. He just stands and pulls it down over his head and puts it over his eyes and just stands there.
Well, I guess I grab another one of them and look in.
Oh god. That's how he got brainwashed.
I mean, it won't format me necessarily.
Necessarily.
Okay, yeah. It's basically like a large kind of series of lenses that are beaming high amounts of like light signals into you that you're able to translate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just doing basic checkups, checking for damage, changes, power levels. Oh man, there's so much wrong with your programming. It is super damaged, and all of your parts are non-standard. It lists basically 100% of you being not up to code.
I think I'll be like just looking at the data and trying to respond with it, like spoofing the other robots things like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine. It's as in, I'm not giving my actual information.
I mean, there's an easy way to do that.
Plug in the other guy.
No, just like take one of their heads off the assembly line and plug into that, and, like Men in Black.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. So I'll do that.
So you can't get a Lego man's head.
Yeah.
Put it on a stick, put it on your hand, and you just kind of put it up in there and use it as a go-between.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's much easier.
Yep.
It still finds a bunch of problems because it doesn't have a body below its head, but it still gives it directives.
It's manageable. Okay.
Yeah, continue with city cleanup, continue with decommissioning different parts of the area, and expansion into Foundry.
Okay, so I guess from what I gather from this, they want to repurpose the city into more of a robot building place rather than...
Well, this factory, which is where the orders are coming from, it's not coming
yeah.
from like a central intelligence. The factory's giving orders for the robots it makes. Is like it needs material, and the best way to get material is to scrap all the stuff around it to continue production.
Okay.
And that'd be the best way to make this place even out.
Okay. Yeah. Take the head, put it back in the assembly, tank the robot, and go back on my merry way.
Kind of just wave as you leave. They all wave. Like there's like 50, 60 in here that have been assembled. They all just kind of wave as you walk by.
Yeah. Wave back and leave.
Set the place to explode.
They're so friendly.
Man, one of them's like off the assembly lines picking up a knife that's in a sheath and it's just checking it, putting it back in, putting it in its pocket.
Good on you.
Waving to you as you're walking by.
Bye.
So Ray needs to die.
I mean, if we had some C4, we could just put it in there to stuff all the walls with. Okay.
Alright, so you guys are going to spend time cracking the vault. Are you going to chat at all while you're doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you are cracking the vault as Ray is going off to have a magical adventure. I guess, are you going to meet up with them, seeing as everything you were doing outside is dead?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some other things inside. You can harvest them for parts.
No, I'm just gonna go down to them, and I'm just gonna like come down into the vault room and just, I'm not gonna say anything. Just deadly silent. Look around. Look over at you. Do you want me to patch you up?
I think I'll.
There's a robot slumped against the wall with like a trail of its own internal robot gore streaked against the
look at
wall.
parts.
Yeah.
If you could cover that up, I'd really appreciate it.
Will do. I'll start going over, and I'm just gonna kind of move some shelving between Whis and the robot, and
Scrounge.
then I'm gonna take off my arm and just kind of leave it there to scrounge, and then walk back to you guys to check up. So, and I am gonna be
Sad? With all the people dying? Scared?
no, yeah, I'm gonna go scared right now. Not really. He's not really enjoying this so much.
This wasn't
This
fun.
has not been a delight.
This is a sad scavenge.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, no, I'm just nothing. That was just a fail. Full on fail.
Okay.
So.
So to elaborate on what I was saying earlier, I said some weird stuff when we were down in the basement, and I owe you an apology for that.
Yeah, it's alright.
That's all. He doesn't bring up anything else about that because
We're good?
yeah, we're good.
Excellent.
So what happened upstairs?
Close your eyes when we leave this place.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did they do?
Just have your eyes closed.
What did they do? Did they do something to bring it on? What happened? I don't need the heavy gory details. What did they do to deserve it?
They stood in a line and saluted it as it walked away. Yeah.
Yeah. That
I don't think they're on the same level as Ray. I something's defective about these ones. Even more so than the ones in our city.
Well, they're not defective. They're doing exactly what they were designed to do.
What if
Well-
they're just waiting for order to break down so they can start doing this?
Yeah.
I guess we'll know if we can change the programming. We'll find out, but this is not looking... When I agreed to this is not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah. This is you. If I find anything good, I'll try and get you some armor or something. You should be. You need some more defense.
Of all the things I was expecting to be shot at with, a small hand cannon definitely wasn't one of them.
True, but you shouldn't be going around this vulnerable.
I don't think people are supposed to be here. This isn't something anyone is supposed to be in.
Yeah. Well, we should hurry and get this done. Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't feel like exploring anymore.
Yeah.
How's the vault?
It's going along. You don't have to roll. It's your jam. You know how to do this.
I'll play. Yeah, it's coming along. It'll take a little bit.
Okay. Just that awkward silence.
Yeah.
The 1,000-yard stare.
No, James. Yeah, dead stare. Just seen way too much today.
Where'd Ray go? Is he guarding the?
He went to. He wanted answers from that robot.
Do you think he's gonna be okay if they have those? He just gestures at the gun.
You know, I think they see him as an equal. And they don't... Yeah, they don't seem to care. He can do whatever he wants, and they don't... Like... They let us do whatever we want until they just don't let us. But it seems like he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants. I don't think they will do anything to him unless he start something. And I don't think he's dumb enough to start anything.
He hasn't really done anything outrageous in front of them, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll have to stress test that to see.
It would be an interesting thing to get one of them alone and test it.
Not any of the ones here. They're heavily armed, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's... Oh. I haven't seen many with that kind of weaponry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me wonder what happened to some of the employees that have been marched out of my parents' office. Maybe that's just what they do to everyone when they march them off.
Yeah. Best not to think about it.
I doubt they'd use that kind of weapon on everybody. Have more efficient ways.
My arm, by the way, one arm is definitely red.
It's
Oh.
slightly smoldering.
No, I wouldn't say smoldering, but it's definitely red. Like it's not dripping with blood because he shook it off a little bit, but there's blood caked on it.
Would have kind of cooked on.
Burning hair.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not drawing attention to it or anything, but I'm just saying, like, if you guys are
It's probably pretty noticeable that
Yeah.
there's blood spatter.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at a bank vault right now,
Yeah,
pretty
you're
intently,
probably
so I
pretty
wouldn't
busy, but-
notice, but
Yeah. It's easy enough to kind of put together.
The smell
Yeah.
of
What
burning
happened
hair.
Oh god, it probably reeks in here of just
Yeah.
burning flesh. Christ.
Yeah, I might. There's only the stairs to this room, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll go wait up at the top for you guys. Call me if you need anything.
You sure?
Someone's walking down the steps.
I'll stop at the steps and look up.
It's a robot.
grab the gun. You should grab the gun, Wiss, and James,
Is it
you have your
holding
own.
a gun or anything?
No, it's just walking down.
Just look at it. Hello.
It's still walking. It hits the back. It's gonna hit the floor of the steps.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it right in the head.
Duel.
Oh, you just shoot in the head?
Yeah.
Okay. There goes that last bullet.
Oh,
No,
he
I have
has
my
his-
own revolver.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize we had guns.
Yeah.
He has a gun.
I start with a lot of stuff, ironically.
Except for
I think it's because I
cyberware.
don't start with any cyberware, so I get a bunch of other things.
How much harm does the gun do?
2.
You just shoot it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna blow its head right off.
Yeah. Drops.
Okay. I'm gonna look at you guys.
That was a robot, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna just detach my Omni tool to go grab it and just drag it to behind the other one.
Guys, how much longer do we think we have here?
I hope we still have time.
Like,
I'm
would it make more sense to just blow this door open?
yes, unless you're close.
You're pretty close.
Oh, I'm pretty close. Never mind. I was
Yeah.
just being stupid. for some reason.
I'm scared, so I'm gonna roll for scrounge. 8. So I get barely adequate. Take -1 going forward on junkware.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to junkware to make some legs for myself.
Go for it.
What emotion?
Scared still.
Yes.
9.
9, but I get. Do I get
Because you
plus Omni 2?
Oh.
Yeah. So I still get the +2 for Omni tool. So I'm above 10.
Cool.
Perfect. So I'm going to make legs for myself.
And what? So you take his.
Okay, sorry, but are you just gonna sit down and cut your legs off right here, both of them, right now?
I'm gonna go behind the counter while you guys are dealing with that, and yeah, I'm gonna basically just cut my legs off. But I'm doing it instead of doing it like last time where I was like, yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I need this. Like he's he's definitely, it's a different mindset while he's doing this. But yeah, no, he's just sawing his legs off. And you guys, while he's behind there, you hear like a zzz.
Yeah, I recognize the sounds of human being
Yeah.
butchered.
Yeah.
So, what do you take for this move? Do you harm yourself again? Like prevent negative tag.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna harm myself again. I'm moderately harmed now.
Alright.
Because yeah. And then
2 tags.
I get 2 tags. I'll think of them while you guys can roleplay while I think of these.
Sure thing.
So hear the sounds of James cutting himself again.
Whis moves over to where he can, watch the stairs and also not be as close to that sound. Because holy shit.
Right.
So yeah, he just sits near that puddle of oil and shit at the base of the stairs and stares up the staircase.
Aaron's stomach growls.
That's terrifying. Like, that's scarier than everything I'm doing.
Yeah, he's walking back.
Alright, you get the last bolt cut, and the safe is unlocked.
Excellent. Guys, I got it.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
So limp back in to see what's in there.
Alright, you guys open up the door, and inside is a brass and kind of linoleum tiled room. I don't know, probably 400 square feet. Like, it's fairly big. Oh wait, 400 square feet's enormous. Probably like this living room. And yeah, there are like drawers in here, like against the wall, like cabinets everywhere. And in the back is what looks like a large computer bank. The floor and walls and ceiling are coated in those little turtle things. There's like 70 of them in here, and they start walking out as soon as you open the door. Like their little lights light up.
Shit. Anyone have any EMP?
I have jamming.
I don't think that'll turn them off.
Walking out though. What do we know about these things
They
as
just
far as
are around. They just
Maintenance robot?
are in places. Sometimes they point people where not to go. Sometimes they like tear stuff down over time and as a group. Sometimes you can see them pulling things across the roads, like on a little tether.
are they dangerous?
Sometimes.
If they're used as a security system with bombs on their bellies, like tank dogs, yes.
I mean, even if they swarm you, then they can like tear you apart like those, scarabs in the mummy.
They're not fast. They're very pneumatic. They're made for carrying heavy loads. It looks like, but they're small. They're like
Okay.
they're like medium dog sized ish. You can pick one up and like put it in a backpack.
They got alcohol in them.
Yeah, all of them do.
Are they just kind of making a beeline for the doorway, or?
They're just kind of spreading out of here, like going on the wall outside of the bank vault. They're going on the door. They're going on the floor. They're just spreading out. Gross.
Can I see or figure out if they have explosives?
What are you doing? You're just pointing at something.
I'm not playing. There's a fluffy on the table.
I was thinking that you take one of those coins and move it towards
Right? Are you fucking trying to bribe me with my own loose change?
This is so much worth there, man. 2 Australian pennies.
Yeah, some of them could be explosive, some of them couldn't. They look like they're all kind of different.
Right.
They are out and about. They're Elliot Moose. They're on the loose.
I don't know what to do about that.
Anyway, computer bank is at the back of the room.
I'm going to one side of the room.
A lot of these drawers and stuff are kind of like halfway shut and just kind of like haphazard looking.
Some side of them.
A lot of them are empty. Some of them, like at the top, have like these turtle parts in them. There's like one half-built one that looks like there aren't enough parts to finish it, and it's just in a drawer.
Hey, you guys can talk to robots, right?
Me?
Both of you, right?
Am I here?
You can show up around now.
Yep.
You're going down the steps, and there's like 12 of these things just walking up on the wall, up the steps, and just leaving.
Bye.
Oh, you're at the top of the steps?
Yeah.
Their little optic on the top of the shell kind of looks around. Hello.
Hi.
Fuck you! Oh, wow.
What are you doing here?
Leaving.
Oh. Where are you going?
Out.
Okay.
Yes, why, you asshole?
Why are you leaving?
Because the door opened.
Oh, that does make sense. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Go outside, go up to the car. And
You can hear that.
explode.
You hear that from the top of the
The
steps.
squeaky little voices.
Cute little fucking voices.
Who do you think programmed them to sound that way?
Someone with a sick sense of humor.
Like, why give them cutesy voices like that and not let them communicate with people? What kind of mad god?
They were originally supposed to be servants, remember? So
This makes a lot of sense to you now, because before you started really cutting into the safe, you were hearing like some sort of sound coming from inside the room. You thought it was just reverberation from your tools, but once the door started to open, it all stopped.
They're the worst.
They were talking to each other the whole time.
Okay. Ray walks down the stairs.
Had a nice little chat, huh?
How resentful you people sound. You sound jealous.
I mean, they're not that sentient. They're really simple. Just we're leaving because the door opened. And I think that's about the motivation.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure they can't lie or anything like that.
also that leaves out every possibility of why they're leaving. Could be there's a bomb in here about to explode, and that's why they're leaving because the door opened. Could be that they're calling for backup because humans aren't supposed to come in. There's so many reasons why they could be leaving because the door opened. That wasn't a complete answer.
Does that look like our computer there?
You should yell at him to go out and continue talking with them.
I mean, there's some around here, I'm sure.
Yeah, there
But
are
you're
some
around here.
Let's interrogate it. Let's torture it until it talks.
Tie it to a
Into
chair, get the fucking wicker balls out, and
Flip
like,
it on its back.
tie it to a chair, cut out the bottom, and get those fucking wicker balls out.
Christ.
Alright, this is you guys now. Looking at Ray and,
I'll come out, and so I picked the two tags, compensating and silence.
Oh,
nice.
So
sneaky bastard.
I'll come out, like, you don't hear a sound as I walk out.
It's so creepy because that's probably what they act like.
I mean, just the sound of this, turtle legs.
No, you don't, like, it's deadly quiet coming out.
You stealth
Yeah.
legs.
And I'll just come out and I'll be like, oh, okay, that must be the computer, I guess.
James,
Yes?
what the fuck?
What?
What happened?
Wes just kind of shakes his head and goes over to the computer. Yeah, this is the computer.
Look,
Did you catch your legs off with the pants or without the pants?
I'm assuming he took his pants off first.
I mean,
then put pants back on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because otherwise you
But his
ruin your
height
pants.
has clearly changed.
yeah. And you can, like,
Overalls?
see the feet.
And the, yeah.
Yeah, and, like,
The blood.
bottom half of the legs, and it's...
One
yeah.
of those Met tools is pulling the leg up the stairs.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat it.
What? Okay, look. Right now, you might not want cybernetics, but we need them.
Okay,
If-
it's just you did it in a filthy room. My blood's kind of everywhere. You're covered in someone else's blood.
Oh, your blood's everywhere.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I should get to that.
She kind of like looked like side eyes over at what James was like. Oh.
Oh god, it's probably still dissolving too.
Right? Like it's like oh.
Oh, I didn't get it on me.
I mean,
I tear some.
Do you
I
never?
just gesture at the ground with all his blood and your gore everywhere.
Do you never get infections? Is that not a thing you get?
I mean, I definitely look like I'm in pain. My character is like, wincing every now and then, and just like he does not look healthy.
What if you develop complications? There's no doctors here. You die.
I've never had complications before.
How many pieces of yourself have you cut off?
All your limbs at this point!
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
I mean, all my limbs are robotic, but they're like inside my real arms.
yeah. Just
You did it with like a doctor there to
Yeah.
help you and make sure that there were no complications, like horrible infections.
we need all the help we can get right now. And look what happened to you. If you had have taken me up before with getting legs or something,
I wasn't
Maybe-
shot in the leg.
well, if you had got Six's chest, you probably wouldn't have taken any damage.
I'd have less blood in me to lose before I died.
I would have made it so you'd still circulate blood. You'd be fine.
You would have just as much blood.
Yeah.
Proportionally.
Alright.
It would've
This
been
isn't
fine.
the time
Yeah,
to
I'm
yell
just gonna,
about
like-
who is less human than who.
You all know the answer to that.
Look, let's get this computer and let's go.
Yeah.
I'll just pick it up.
How many big is it?
It's
how many?
like
how
from
many
there
big?
to there. It's a giant bank of
Mainframe.
It's a mainframe.
We built a trailer, didn't we, specifically for this?
Yeah.
So if we can get it up the stairs,
Will it fit up the
Hey,
stairs?
little met tools. Make it.
There's one climbing up your leg.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it off of my leg. Does it have balm on it?
No, it doesn't have a bomb on it.
It probably has a balm on it.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should drink this little guy, and you'll feel less pain.
Like holding it up by its like little round shell, its four legs are moving.
I'll grab it. I'll be like, I don't know if we want to.
Oh wait, don't do it in front of all the other
we
ones.
don't wanna
Never
anger
mind.
them.
Oh
right
yeah, the
now.
ones in the room have kind of stopped and have kind of turned to look at what you're doing.
I'll put it down. No. We're gonna let them be.
They're so cute. I'm
They
trying
can-
really hard not to like them.
they can go on their way. Actually, you know what?
This pen is named James.
These things are fairly. They're fairly strong. They can lift.
Oh, they're
things.
fairly strong. They can lift some things.
Do you want to ask them? I'll look over at Ray. We'll leave so you can talk to them. But do you want to ask them if they can help you carry this up? Because I can't carry all of this.
Can it fit through the doors in the hallways?
what if they steal it?
Well, you can.
Basically, each mainframe is like a dresser that can basically separate from it, so you can bring it out in parts.
Yeah. Like I'll take one part up, and I'll be like, you just ask them if they can take it up.
I mean, if that's only a mainframe, and I think we're looking for a computer that has also chip manufacturing and other things. So is that just a computer that does have all the parts we're looking for? Because maybe that's some other computer.
This is the
Either-
programming, not the chip making.
Either way, this looks like what we need.
Do we have a way to make sure, though? If we bring back something that's
Oh,
entirely...
that's true.
You know,
Is there a screen in there that we can?
Yeah, it has a terminal.
Okay. Go over to the terminal and I'll turn it on.
It boots up on a custom operating system that has a bunch of like asterisks and slashes and dots that makes it the shape of one of those turtles,
Oh.
and then it just turns to a terminal prompt.
Okay. I don't want to leave him alone with this mission.
Oh no!
So is this just where they designed these little bastards and not
There's a clatter behind you, like a loud slamming sound.
walk over?
One of those things has fallen on its back and it's pulled a drawer out that had the half-finished one in it, and the other ones are grabbing the half-finished one and dragging it away.
Okay.
I mean, presumably they're just self-replicating, so...
I think there's so many in here.
Yeah. So I guess
I
I
don't know the code for it. I think this is what we need. If it's
mean, that looks like some instruction for these robots, and I don't think they're sophisticated enough to have those chips we were talking about. They don't have the EPROMs. They
Yeah.
have cookie cutters.
We should still take all this anyway.
I mean, let's see what's in it. I take out my connection and plug myself into it.
He cracks open the case. He's plugging himself into it. You can all see it happening.
I'm watching him very carefully while he's doing this.
Same.
Okay.
Wait, I don't want you to fucking plug into this shit.
The ghost is like, what are you doing? Are you kidding me?
We can't plug into it, guys.
You literally have the gun in your hand. It literally has a round in it. His back's to you.
Yeah?
No plugging into this shit.
But how else are we gonna find what's on it?
Can't you, Mr. James Computer Man? I'm really sleepy right now. My character's
That's
not
fair.
talking like an idiot.
Yeah.
Can't you just use the computer?
What, you don't trust me,
It
Aaron?
has a code. I can't... I don't know the code for this.
Like a password?
Yeah.
I'm a thief. Maybe I
You don't have
can
a
hack
password. It's just waiting for you to enter your command. It's
Oh, I thought it was like a
It's
command.
just a green dot matrix with the underscore. It's waiting for you to type stuff.
Okay, well,
Try question mark.
yeah.
Help.
I'll just start typing on it.
All right, yeah. There's directories full of information and
Okay.
software.
Okay. I'll look around, try and see if I can find
So what's the
what
problem,
we're
Aaron?
looking for.
Why don't you want me to plug into it?
Because if it's the one that overwrites robots, we don't want a robot plugging into it.
Why, you think it's gonna override me?
Maybe. Or maybe you'll override it.
Why would I override it?
You're a more recent version. Maybe it'll be like, oh, accepting your updates.
Would that be better?
No, that would be
Make it
worse.
More like me? Why would it be
Because
worse?
the newer robots aren't designed to be servants of humanity. They're designed to be their boot to their neck.
Do you think that's what I'm designed for?
I don't know, but that's the more recent chipset. So,
What, have you been designing robots yourself?
no.
But how do you know what the more recent ones about?
We know
You mean
what
to
the
get
more
about
recent
me? Or
chips
them?
are. We know what the more recent chips are because they're the ones that are now and are going through the streets killing people for no reason.
So you think I have the same chips as those guys?
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never looked inside your
I mean,
head.
James looked inside my head.
I'll look up from what I was looking at on the computer. Yeah.
Do I have the same chips as those guys? At the point of the broken robot outside?
We're talking about. Oh, you're talking about. Yeah.
It's similar. Yeah. You can be overridden. As far as I can tell. Didn't you? Wait, you did say you could, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do have those Apron, but I don't think they would have it. Not sure.
Yeah, no. It's similar-esque. In theory, you could receive this protocol, although I don't like your extra processors might override that. It'd be interesting to test, but it would destroy your identity testing it, I think. Similar-esque to unplugging 6 destroyed his identity.
I think it's best if we interfere with this as little as possible. Find out what's in it, take it back.
Yeah, exactly. Can you go upstairs and get all those little guys to help us carry this up? This, I assume it is what we're looking for after...
This looks like it could be. There's a lot of
Yeah.
programming software
Yeah.
in here.
No, this I'm 99% sure this is what we're looking for.
Should we roll
Roll what?
to make sure?
You don't need to. This is it.
Okay.
No.
I'm not tricking you.
Yeah. Can you ask them to help us carry this up?
I suppose I could.
Thank you.
If you don't trust me, then what's the point of this?
Don't trust you with what?
Anything, it seems.
How do I not trust you? I'm asking you to help us move this. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't leave you alone with them. Because if you're alone with them, you can tell them anything. But I trust you to help us.
Yeah, but it seems that you want to just use this and then use it on me.
Well, I don't think I would use it on you. You seem to have processes. I was saying to Wiss earlier that, if we can get the machines to the same level of sentience as you are and talk to them as people, we should be able to coexist. We're trying to bring the machines up to that level.
That's not what Ariel wants. He wants to enslave us. Don't you?
I want robots to not be the bosses of everything. And if the option is robots beneath and humans above, or humans below and robots above, then I choose humans.
Well, that's fair. But if there is an option of coexistence, would you choose coexistence? I'm throwing it out there, hey. I mean,
I don't know.
It isn't just up to us either. We're not doing this ourselves. We're bringing it back to.
There's others to talk to.
I mean, you see how arbitrage looked at me.
Yeah, but did you saw what happened outside?
Yes, and you similarly killed the robot coming in here before he said anything. So
They don't say anything, though.
But he wasn't doing anything here.
He was coming to kill us. That's what they do.
No.
When we do things, they kill us. When we do nothing, they kill us. It's
Inscrutable.
we live in fear here.
I mean, they have instructions. There's a whole facility right there producing more of them. And those are also pretty simple. Just clean up and produce more.
There's more being created in this city.
Yeah. Couple blocks down that way.
For what reason? This place has been shut off.
Yeah.
Why is it creating more robots? Why is it using power?
It's creating more robots so it can clean up the city more, so it can produce more in the factory.
What did it say when you asked it why did it kill those people?
Because the situation changed. Don't have malice to it.
Does that sound like rational thinking, though? That
Yeah,
sounds
it's
like
not.
if it's creating more of them, they're probably all going to act the same.
Yeah, it's not sentient enough to determine a situation changes and it just eliminates everything. It should recalculate. We need to get all the machines onto a sentience level where they can recalculate and adjust per situation so they don't just go on a killing rampage. We're trying to bring them into the light of sentience.
And if we can't, then maybe it's best if they go away.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all robots. You're obviously different, but the ones that can't change.
Yeah. Those who can, rise above. Those who can't, same as the humans. We will try and rehabilitate those humans like the ones around here. Those who can't, unfortunately, won't be able to join society. It will be the same for the robots. We will start new on equal footing.
Also, the robot was coming down here after one of them had tried to kill us for
Yes.
literally no reason.
Yes.
The robot outside killed those humans for no reason because at that point there had been no violence and it just decided to kill them.
Wiss is bleeding out over here.
Well, I think I'm okay now.
He's got a hole in him. I mean, I could put a new robot chest on you, and then you'd have some armor plating.
Which just kind of stares at you for a while. As in, now
Just
you're
like
bringing this up.
fucking drop it, man.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Yes. We do trust you.
It's the other robots we don't trust because they're not you. They're nothing like you.
They haven't shown us kindness.
I don't even know if they're capable of doing so at this point.
You could literally plug into his Omni tool and replay the robots interacting with you to him.
I plug into this Omni tool and merge with it.
And murder it.
Yo.
No, but then like the Omni tool would spin up and it's all the robots waving and talking to him and hanging out.
Yeah, as it's like sheathing a knife.
Well, like, there's like 50 of them waving. They're all playing hacky sack and high-fiving.
That makes them even more evil.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually makes them more evil.
It's like they're not like you. They're totally different. They're like all talking.
I've never seen him play hacky sack. There's a distinct difference.
All right, I'm just gonna go outside to vape for a bit.
Now we have to kill him.
Now that I'm done vaping, I'm gonna leave.
I was thinking about changing my name to Chad.
Apparently, you joined this party to vape.
Oh, you guys.
So yeah, if this seems to be it, let's just take it up.
Yeah.
Okay, but if Armitage turns this on me,
I'll kill him.
Well, if Armitage turns on you,
Does it do it wirelessly?
You literally do not know. You don't know anything about this except that they need
We-
this as
Presumably,
a stepping stone.
it would
wirelessly.
need
I'm going to try using my wireless interface to connect with it.
Shit. I didn't know you could fucking do that.
A small modem sound starts up from inside your body. Okay, yeah, you're able to connect to it. You got a little screen. You got a little like terminal server screen inside your vision.
Well, I started like going to the files, checking the whole thing.
Programming software, architecture, databases.
Does it have anything similar to what they were talking about, the whole laws of robotics?
It looks like it's a large amount of fragmented work on building robot operating systems, which you don't usually see a lot of because it's really hard to track that kind of stuff. It's just large amounts of information on like the architecture of what makes robots work.
Okay, so
Like
like,
really bare metal software.
so like design documents and basically source code for these robots, right?
Any robot, like the whole kind of, it goes right down to like pre-programming language kind of programming. Like the most bare metal of the source code's down here, and it's just been played with.
Oh, so it's been modified?
Yeah, like it looks like someone was using this as like a computer to do work on.
Ah. Okay, so it was used for, not for programming the robots, it was used for something else afterwards. Okay. Yeah.
The whole thing is it's a programming computer, so it has software for programming, and to use that software, it also has databases full of the source code that the robots use, which no one's ever seen. But it's like a really, really, really
Low level?
yeah, like, you know, it's not in a programming language. It doesn't have like really easy. There's no words or like, you know, code language in it. It's like zeros and ones or just like logic switches. It's a lot of information that's in an uncompiled format.
Okay, so probably to use it, have to study it for a long while and so on and so on. It's not
Yeah, you're not seeing a picture of a human being. You're seeing, you know, Gattaca over and over again.
Okay. Sure.
It's super complex.
Okay. So I don't think I need anything from this. Alright.
Did we notice that he was hooking up to it wirelessly?
I mean, you heard that wireless modem sound coming from him as you were talking.
yeah.
He makes lots of angry sounds though.
All of my operations make sound like, oh, I'm taking heart. My heart
Didn't have
is whirling.
stealth on it.
Fair. It does not have.
This would just kind of assume he's trying to put together his feelings. Like it's like suppressing anger. Or like how robots would do it if they're like frustrated but can't humanize it. So it's like
Yes, that would be the sound of him externalizing his frustration via tweeting.
Okay.
Vaping.
I'll go and try connecting with those robots.
Okay, you're able to connect to them.
Yeah, I have multitask in the remote in the interface, so I can control them all remotely and give them tasks of take this thing and pull it out in front of the building.
Okay, they start tearing it down and moving it.
Yeah.
A few of them are stuck behind, like when they move it. There's a few that got lodged behind that are just free and moving around now. There's also a cluster that were tearing the door off its hinges.
oh. Good for
They're
them.
just sawing their way through the hinge.
I mean, yeah, it is a large slab of metal, and they're using that metal to build more robots.
Yeah. When they come back down for the last one, the hinge gives and falls on the side of them that they were on.
So taking the doors along with it.
Just imagine, like, they got all the way through the hinges, so when we open it, it just falls on us.
So there's a problem. When you guys were going outside to unload these things, there's all those burned fucking bodies there. Your car has been moved like 30 feet away from where it was.
And probably it's still being dragged by those little robots.
Yeah, there's like 12 of them, and they all have cables on them, and they're dragging your car away.
Can you tell them not to do that, please?
Okay. Remote interface and tell them to bring it back.
Or just to stop dragging it?
Yeah, they stop dragging it and disperse.
Little thieves.
Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Don't forget we need to pick up that woman on the way back.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm really glad you remembered that. Holy shit.
It'd be kind of awful if we just left her here with the killer
Yeah.
robots.
Should we check,
Because we promised.
we check any of the other locations?
Wiz kind of looks down at himself.
Yeah, no,
Looks at the burned bodies.
Also, I don't think we could carry much more in our trailer.
looking at me, I'm visibly shaken. Again, my character is severely
Oh.
injured.
I mean, James, you cut off your legs. You can always maybe graft the skin?
No, that's not how that works.
I have no idea.
I'm looking through my encyclopedia for some medical areas, like, oh, well,
That's how
sometimes it's
sepsis
actually
happens.
Sepsis.
I could give him a, new chest, but he doesn't want that.
I'm just gonna go see a doctor when we get home, which will happen very soon. We can come back here later if we feel like really suicidal. But
That's fair.
we've done what we came here to do.
Okay.
Plus limited supplies.
Okay, we'll go back towards.
Alright, you go and pick up the one?
Yes.
What was her name? I had her name. Jericho. You pick up Jericho, you get back on the road, and it's
Oh,
a...
that's what that means.
Just before we get back on the road, there was that motorcycle damaged by the theater that still had, was still in semi-good condition, you said.
Okay.
So I'm going to take off my arm and start, get my arm to start moving around it.
Plug into
And
your
I'm going
legs.
to, I'm going to be looking to get some
Strong.
tires from it
Okay.
on Scrounge. And I'm going to be, at this point, I've just kind of accepted everything and I've gone kind of peaceful. I'm not too happy because,
And then you max out moderate damage.
yeah. 5, so no, I don't find anything.
Womp womp.
That's unfortunate, but I gain X.
When you go back to salvage that motorcycle, parts of it have been pulled away.
Darn it. My character's just like, someone's been here first.
Yeah, you can see like down the street there's 5 or 6 more of the robots. There's a lot more around now, like the man-shaped ones. And they have like parts that they're pulling off of debris and stuff and just taking it to alleyways.
Okay, yeah, no, we need to go.
I wonder if our presence changed something here, and that's why they're acting.
Oh, you mean the giant building that exploded?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Something about our presence here changed something.
We were so subtle.
Everyone will remember that.
I mean, gas leaks probably happen all the time. Explosions.
Gas? What gas?
alcohol.
Uncle Jimmy's moonshine supply just goes
Safety,
up. sometimes.
electricity.
You guys get on the long, lonesome road back to your district and leave
Yeah.
this one behind.
Yep.
Everyone's kind of quiet, it sounds like, on the trip back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Those met tools, you when you like eventually stop off in your district or whatever and check the vehicle you guys built, there's like clinging to the underside and like in the wheel wells and stuff.
It's alright.
They did. A couple dozen of them did. One. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, because there's enough material and parts in your wheelbarrow that they just kind of hung on and in it.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna go commit some terrorism.
Shaky, shaky.
And they just disperse. They just scuttle away.
Should we bring this to Armitage?
Yes.
Yeah, let's offload this right away, I'd say.
Alright. So, we'll end it there, and we will pick up with Armitage next time.
Fair enough.
So, I was Devin the GM,
Nicole?
Kevin?
Peter?
Ian.
and this was sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.